I think we're all good. That is the hope, at least. Just gotta finish some stuff up. Welcome back. To Disco Elysium. We are, of course, in a disco, because that's the only place to be. That's the cold hard facts. We have made a heck of a lot of progress. I have no idea how much of this game's left at this point. I really don't. Yeah, I have no idea. It's crazy. Anyways, we have basically narrowed down Ruby's location to who is our primary murder suspect, but I don't think the actual murderer, to the building, the Feld Electrical building. We think we know the right ways. I was just finishing up some side quests because, well, because I could. So we're getting this disco off the ground and finishing up this project with Suna, the head programmer of that ridiculously under-budgeted and over-promised video game that we explored the ruins of a few days past. Yeah. She currently needs to decipher Egghead, which is important for us, because we also need to decipher Egghead. That's just a side quest for ourselves. The young man behind the mixer desk acknowledges your return. He looks at you, he squints, as though you were the setting sun.
This is hardcore.
Say nothing.
Hardcore.
Still say nothing.
Hardcore to the mega.
Say nothing.
Totally coherent.
Still say nothing.
All right. Yeah.
Say nothing. He furrows his brow as his very large head traces the sublime invisible movement of the music in the very real air of the church. He lets out an agonized roar over the feeble-ish, obviously not too hardcore beat below. It's so hardcore. He stops dead in his tracks, tilting his head to the side. It is!
What is it? I mean, really?
He tilts his head to the other side like an owl. The question is, what is the question?
No, but seriously, I'm a bit worried it isn't.
He frowns and starts bowing his head back and forth once more. The skin on your back is crawling. For a second, you can't even hear the music anymore. There's a hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Germain, right next to the canal. Don't be alarmed, everything is okay. He isn't actually worried. Everything is still super hardcore. What he probably means is, it could be even more so. Can you please route this through the speakers? To the Mega! Yeah! I can route through auxiliary. It's 3-5. It's on the ground. Oh, she's a 3-5. Oh, those two don't mix. Oh no. We're gonna be in this church forever. Don't worry, I have an adapter for it right here. Hang on, this is a 4-5. We're all good people. Oh, thank God. Adapters noticeably degrade the sound quality. Great, sound got through to him. Okay, let's set it all up. Turn the music off, please. Hey, music. Everybody, don't panic. I'm just gonna turn off the Arno for just a sec. For a special scheduled event. Alright, go tell her Egghead is ready to rave to her tunes, and then I'll turn off the music. What do you think's wrong with the music, Egghead? Nothing wrong with it. I'm still in love with the hardcore. Sometimes I just feel like anodic music is in its infancy, you know? Isn't something holding it back from being hyper? It's like only ultra. I think it's super hardcore, but you're right, it's not hyper hardcore. Anything sounds a bit like proto. Like, it's not fully formed yet. You might be a morbid alcoholic and a failed cop, but you're pretty sure a thing cannot be both proto and hardcore. Whoa! Culture cop! I think you may be right. But what could it become hardcore then? How could it become hardcore then? I know in my heart, but I cannot think it in my head. If this is not hardcore, how could anything be? That does sound suspiciously like a question. Oh, no, that's the answer. I don't think if anything could make it harder core. What? Guys, there's something happening in his head. Let's think even harder. Oh yeah, he's doing it! But you're not. This is almost certainly a matter that surpasses the limits of reason. My imagination fails me. Maybe your body can tell Arno. It can, apparently. You know it in your lungs where the pressure should vibrate. In your heart that's alone, and in your solar plexus where the hit should land. So does every chordate mammal. Needs more bass. What? And a melody. Good melody is what makes songs really stick, so you can't get it out of your head anymore. No, you should start with the melody, but where do we get that stuff from? I don't know, I think you would know. Sorry, I don't know anything about hypnotic music. I'm just the party boy. I get people going and say it's hardcore. Alright, I'll look into it in an official capacity. It's up to the police to make the beats go harder. Some tape with some banging music on it. We keep on flashing back to our past. Rue de Saint-Eustache. St. G is the boulevard before the canal bridge. So that takes you to Whirling Ranks Industrial Harbor. And the Mosaic Sidewalk. So I'm blocked with that stupid traffic jam. Feels cold. Weird. What if we're the murderer? I mean, that would be pretty... That would be pretty disco. I do have a tape with me. Oh yeah, let's give him this bangin' mega mix. It's super, super bad. No, this is just gonna make people scared. Keep the positive. Keep the love in the house. Fine. We'll look into it. But Suna decides when we're done.
What is it?
You now unmute your speakers. You can ask him to turn down the volume just a bit, just in case. Maximum! Shouts Egghead, a great smile still adorning his face. Maximum is the only way! I know, but could you just please turn it down just this instance, just this on time. Maximum is not the only way, okay? No other way, glue style. Well, there is no other way. The missing dex is glued to maximum. See? He pumps it to the hard master. It's hopeless. And he's trying to say that the volume button is stuck on maximum. Of course it is. Yeah, permanent enlightenment. Ray of sound. Never mind then. Let's get on with our project. I'm going to unmute the speakers on the count of 5. Everyone ready? Egghead pumps his hand up to the air, waiting for the beat to drop. Born ready, says Andre with his excellent dance moves. Ready, says Noid. Yeah, Sal's as ready as will ever be. The lieutenant nods stoically. Not so stoically. His hand moves to the gun holster. Alright, let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mute, disengaged. Complete silence fills the room. No wind outside, no waves, no floorboards creaking. Total, continuous silence. This is unnatural. The woman looks around. In the silence, you see dust move on the floorboards. The driver of the speaker vibrates in the air and then stops. Plasterwork begins to crumble down the walls. In the silence, a low hum starts creeping up your spine. It's a song inside you. Not in the speakers, not in the room. A great bass sigh in the basement of your mind. Slowly it vibrates. Slowly it builds until the air around you starts to vibrate. It will devour everything. In the basins, the water looks like it's boiling. That was in me at first. Egghead's going absolutely euphoric at this point. roof? She looks up, screaming with nails. The pillars and of the church twist and creak above and around you. Cracks appear on the stained glass window. Cracks run up the wooden pillars in the dark. Or twists. A great pulse arises in your flesh. That's it. I'm muting it. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. Oh, I'll eat with somebody. It won't stop. Sal, have you? Yes, I've turned it off. Andre, pull the compressor. This place is gonna come down. It's not in here. It's in the mixing desk now, building to a positive feedback loop. This is it. A great roar. The vault of the roof twists above you. Glass shatters somewhere near the door. Oof. Then it stops. Totally and utterly. As if there was never a sound. Only your ears still ring from the shock. Everyone is staring at Egghead, holding a tangling cable in his hand. A black 3-pin connector. Egg. Pulled the plug. It was getting too hardcore. You did good, Egg. This place seems to be intact. Fucking hell. Programmer lady. Tell me you're recording that. 4 years, 22 people, millions of reals. All this time, this is what we were up against? Just erased it. Solistla isn't going to believe this. He's recorded, though. Yes, Andre. I recorded it. Damn, I need some letters now. Thank you all for doing this, Eggman. You too. And you, officer. I don't know what we've discovered, but I know what it sounds like now. That's a start. I really have no idea what that was. It was mathematical information from the anomaly presented as a waveform. That's what it was, technically. Theoretically. I have no idea. I've never even heard of anything like this. Kim, did you hear that? It was very hard not to. I think you're right. There is something going on here. You be very careful with it. And you're going to write to Solistla, your designer. Okay, so just so that they know that it wasn't their fault, basically. Stay here. She cuts you off. I'm going to stay here with these lunatics, send letters, maybe meet Solistla. Also, devise further measurements. I want you to know that it's totally chill with us. I don't care. But thank you anyway. Now, I have a theory to come up with. Yeah, and we have to get back to stabilizing Martinet, instead of demolishing it with loud bass noise of unknown origin. Wow, a godly 16 logic. What is the pale unknown? I don't know enough about the world, but that Joyce, if you know all she knows, could put it together. Maybe we go back to Joyce eventually. Let me figure out what this check was that we needed to do to teach him how to dance.
Oh, hey man, it's good to see you.
It's composure. Okay. Let's toss everything that we can do that's composure right now. +1 composure. Plop. Wow, that's really all we have for composure, huh? Big yikes. How bad is that? 3%. Well, I mean, wow, I've damaged my morale. That's how badly I danced. Close your eyes and dream of the shapes your body should form to bring this strange music to life.
But just imagine the moves you could pull to this futuristic beat.
Thanks, Limbic System. Puts a grin on your face, just think about it. Even a failed attempt gets the juices flowing and repairs some of the damage done by battles lost. If you up the dose and truly dance, who knows what will happen. Alright, well. We need godly logic. And we need to get rid of that -10, and I think we'll be fine. Now, if I remember correctly, what exactly was needed to climb? I know we can get in the drain pipe, but I want to at least try to climb this ladder because I think it would be really funny if we fell. But I would rather successfully do it. That would be nice. I am a superstar, after all. It's savoir-faire. Alright, that's fine. We'll put one into savoir-faire. Boom, bam. 58%. Yeah, let's buff those odds, shall we? That's -1 savoir-faire. Get rid of that. That seems fine. That should give us enough of a, should give us enough. But I've seen something there for interactions, so let's check that out, shall we? What is it? Oh yeah, we found a book. You hold in your hands 16 Days of Coldest April. Feels heavy. Indeed, this book is unusually heavy in your hands, as though the cover were lined with lead. How long is this book? 600 pages. Real art is dense and difficult. If it didn't feel like you had to wrestle a suicidal bear to get through it, you weren't really reading. What about the back cover? If I start reading, what will happen? Oh no, it's too much. It would physically hurt you to keep reading. No, I will not do that to myself. But that did level us up again, which is, in my mind, pretty hysterical. Let's dump into logic, shall we? Alright, 83% now. Ooh, yeah, that's good stuff. All you need to do is close your eyes and concentrate. Darkness enfolds you. You can feel the distance between the bench and the first rung of the ladder. All you need to do is do it. Zoot, zap, pow! Crinkle. It's like magic. You feel yourself disappear. Your atoms fading out of existence. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Bam! Find yourself on the roof having mastered the art of physical displacement. Don't gloat. Just stand there like a Samaran master. You know, for the record, you didn't teleport there. You just climbed the ladder with your eyes closed. The wind at the top of the building starts howling loudly, blowing away the lieutenant's voice. Faintly you hear... Never mind. Find a way to let me in when you get inside. Don't go adventuring without backup, especially if we think suspect might be hiding in there. It's true. I like him as my backup for sure. Yeah, I don't want visual calculus gone. And I don't... I like having the authority. I don't need encyclopedia. I have so much encyclopedia already. I don't need empathy. We have a serious lack of empathy. Yeah, we'll just probably unequip it. And start exploring the Feld building. On the plus side, with all these morale medications, we can just do whatever we want. Like, no matter none. Our self-confidence may be low, but our addiction to drugs, top-notch. What's this? Just a postcard. What's this? Glass covered with grime and dust. You can barely see out. Okay. I really wish I had a weapon. Probably should have talked to Everart, but what can you do? This is our choice. You should take out your flashlight. I can do that. Do that, no problem. I assume that's where we came from. Hey, Kim. Okay, Kim's right there. Perfect. Who's there? What do you mean, who's there? It's me, Kim. Fine. Kim, you're no fun. I know you can be more fun than that, Kim. Hope no one dangerous heard that. How'd you even get there? Well, after you climbed up the roof, there's a maintenance entrance on the boardwalk, next to a drain pipe, possibly a storm drain. It was easy to miss before. Maintenance entrance, so pedestrian. Yes, it's cool to risk your life climbing, rickety ladders. Anyway, let's invest these passages. This is where, I want to exit out of this just to see if I was right in terms of where this was. Answer. Yep. Yes, I was. Alright. Well, let's keep exploring. So far, nothing that screams people. Oh, never mind. Ooh, +1 suggestion for a suit jacket. It looks so dapper. A series of thick, dusty panes of glass. Computer components. Look at that, Kim. Used to form a single system slotted in the wall. All that remains seems to have been picked clean. Wonder if this was part of the Feld playback experiment. Oh, now these? No. These are old. Alright, fine. I wonder if the church is tied at all to the, the happenings, or if it's just a really weird thing. In the beam of a flashlight, a crevice in the wall. And that's why we always carry a flashlight. Oh, okay. No one slept here in months, maybe years. Interesting. Revolutionary propaganda on the bunk bed, but they're ancient. Seam slit window you saw from outside. It's from the killer's hideout in this narrow window, the point of origin of the shot that killed the mercenary. Does look like an embrasure a slit made for shooting out of. Peek out. You think this hasn't been here in ages? Can't see it, so she didn't come from here. Still think it's going to be the roof. I don't see what other options we have right now. Oh, man. Brush the dust off of Krasmazov. Not to be confused with Krav Maga, of course. What a troublemaker. What a troublemaker. I should move in here. Seems cozy. Wouldn't stay in your way, but only after we're through this case. Could this be connected to the bus we found in the students' room? Probably not. You can always go for this stuff. Someone who stopped through here recently. You like Ruby? No, I think we've stumbled on a piece of history. Okay, fine. Fair enough. But those footprints down there are fresh. There's no doubt about that one. Boot prints in the sand. One of the soles appears to be more worn than the other. What was this? There's something in the air, an unnatural buzzing. Is it bees? Bees? God, I hope not. Anything but bees. Getting louder, the buzzing sound. Wow, maybe it really is tied. Pain threshold. There it is again. Like a swarm of hornets buzzing under your scalp. A strange tingling you can almost smell. You feel this, Lieutenant? No, what do you mean? Oh, great. Pain? Should be careful. Pretty sure they're fresh. You really don't feel anything. No, but you're the sensitive one. It's not a quib. The situation is dangerous. Yep. Suspect might be in here. Once we detain a credible suspect, who knows what the Union of the Wild Pines will do? What's that? In events. in motion. Events we have no control over. This deadlock will destabilize. Part of town is a fine clockwork puzzle. Disturb its peace and it will start breaking down uncontrollably. Well, let's keep calm and go over the whole situation in detail. How do you think things could get? Well, we're not responsible for what we can't predict, are we? Only the entire city will be razed to the ground. What about Joyce? There'll be time for that once things go down. Matter of fact, I don't think there's time for it now, but if you must. What about the union leader? Haven't gotten any info from him. You're right. However corrupt he may be, nothing happens in Martinet without him knowing. Might have to dirty your hands, but can't afford to be squeaky clean. Once we go deeper, there will be no turning back. Great. Glad to hear it. Maybe we should stop then. And work on some other stuff for now. Perhaps get a gun, which we've talked about multiple times, and I definitely have been worried about. But not too much. I just want to touch on stuff, see if something really weird comes up with either of them. Note: Union and cryptozoology business might end when you do. Well, I don't really care about the cryptozoology business. I've actually decided there's nothing left, but don't really care about that. I care about that only because it's talking to Joyce, and I don't think the harder core jam will be going anywhere. We should probably talk to Joyce and then Everett before we do this, because I think this is gonna pretty wild, and I would absolutely love to be armed to the teeth if that was a possibility. I just don't think it is going to be a possibility.
The waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down. Simmer down, bastards.
Let's try it. Did not work. Alcohol makes closeness possible. Let's connect. Ow, that hurt. She doesn't even understand you asked her out. Perhaps you're too sober to pull it off right now? Try again later. That's fair. I like how the -1 is Kim's make the presence awkward.
You're back. Good.
Kim's presence
What can I
makes
help
it
you with?
awkward, I guess. Got more questions about reality. What are you? What times are these? These are unimportant times, Detective. You and I were born after the dust has settled. Too late for what? For the big time. What's the big time? Oh, the revolution. Well, it's quite easy. Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next. Who gets shot in the head and who gets mineral rights. It's real kerfuffle. Say it was a bunch of apes duking it out? Why, of course. We're talking Duke Out Central. Full swing interspecies warfare. Okay, neutral. On the other hand, it takes time for the apes to change and work. Perhaps what happened here was part of that time and part of that work. When was this kerfuffle? Started it. When it spread, Revocol and Grand not far. Cauterized itself. And to the rest of the world. Modernity. They developed the marvels of inter-isolary communication. But we're still... So we're still just stuck in the times. What have we been doing? Well, 20 saw a decade of urban war. 08 to 19 was simply hell. The 30s transform itself into the world's largest tax haven. Ooh, nice. 40s dispelled it like a cold splash. And here we are. Welcome to reality, baby. For her to be where what she is, Wild Pines Group must have picked the right side. It's enough about the times. Let's try it again. Nope. Impossible. That's alright. That did get rid of the blankness, however, which is nice. God, I still want to know about those secret passages, but we do not have the physical, like... I don't think we have any clothes that really give us physical capabilities either, if I'm not mistaken. Electro. There's one physical instrument one. There's another one, but that's the same shirt, so... doesn't really work. So it still counts as just one. Pain threshold, not the same thing, unfortunately. Another pain threshold, -2 physical instrument. Oh, that's the good stuff. Yeah, we just... I don't think that's our pathway through. But I'm definitely going to talk to Everett one last time here. It feels necessary. I don't think any of the other leads are super crazy, but... you never know.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Tapes again? Nope, no new tapes, so we gotta find it. Don't know how to make it hardcore. That's a sad day. Alright, Everett, and then if nothing really raises our hackles, I think we're gonna go and do it, whether it's a good idea or not. We're tracking Ruby down. Same stuff as always. We still haven't found the last piece of armor either. You haven't found the helmet. That's a sad time too. But that might be on the islands. I'm not sure. Maybe this game is kind of like thirds, where they have the first half of the map, second half of the map, and then everything going to shit in the last part, but I don't know. I just don't know. But it's definitely a powder keg, and we're about to light the fuse. If only Everett wasn't on the other gosh darn half of the map. That would be great. That might be the only thing. A little fast travel option I don't think would have hurt. Just to very key points, whirling in rags. Let's try again. Hey! Impossible success. Despite the dirt that surrounds and trails you, a beacon of light emerges from deep within you. Hello, is anyone in there? The door stands silent. Are you satisfied, detective? Try again. If there's someone in there, I'd like to talk to you. Just like that, you hear a click, then a rattle. Some mechanism unlocks itself inside the door. Mega-rich light-bending guy from deep within the container, a voice. Ahoy! Come on in! You can't be serious. What the fuck is going on in this game? Man stands at the far end of the shipping container. Cannot make out any of his details, but you do feel the overwhelming presence of capital. The feeling causes all the hairs on your body to stand at attention. Squint. Something is amiss. Light beams bend around his face, scatter in 1,000 directions. It seems the laws of physics do not apply here. They are suspended, distorted, in echo. Okay, don't think about that too hard. Wow. Welcome. Come in, make yourself at home. Sorry I'm not able to receive you. I wasn't expecting visitors today. You can't hear him exactly, yet you're able to understand every word he says. It is very strange. An overwhelming hum covers everything. The voice doesn't escape from him. Now, what can I do for you, gentlemen? Who are you? Who am I? Oh, I haven't asked that question for such a long time. I don't meet a lot of people outside my circle these days. Anyhow, my name is Rustam Diodor, investor, license holder, an extremely high net worth individual. You are? I'm Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi, and this is my partner, Harrier Dubois. I really wanted to be Tequila Sunset. How did you become so rich? What's the matter, Kim? Oh, nothing. It's just that we got this murder to solve, and you go around asking everyone for money. And every time I ask, are you sure this is related to the case? You say, sure, Kim, I think it is. You know, it never seems to get us any closer to solving the case. It's quite alright. I'm used to the question by now. To be blunt, I inherited my fortune from my grandmother, who herself was an extremely high net worth individual back in Grad. All I did was take her fortune and invest it prudently. Believe it or not, it takes more than a bit of skill not to blow a vast fortune on sailing boats, bad choices, and unsupervised state policy. What's it like? Gotta tell you, first being rich is a lot of work. You gotta work hard because everything's so darn expensive. You know, prices increase exponentially at this income level. But then once you reach my position, it's nearly impossible for me not to make money. My assets are so diversified that I'm bound to come out ahead no matter what. Some of my lower net worth friends say to me, but doesn't that take all the fun of it? And I tell them, not really. Cool. I don't even have any interesting replies. Can I have some money? Could you please stop asking everyone for money? It does not reflect well on the RCM. But Kim, I can't also afford to look any better than I do now. That's why I need the money. It's perfectly alright. Based on your appearance, I can tell I'm dealing with a smart man. As you may know, us high net worth individuals do not have a lot of cash on hand. Investments and liquidity are enemies of one another. I think I only have coins for coffee machines. Here's 3 real. 3 real. How much can you get for this? Nothing. That's the idea, my friend. You gotta work for the rest. Maybe you can make that money grow? Let's present a sound investment plan. Son of a bitch. If business planning was really your strong suit, you probably wouldn't be a cop. Alright, I got this idea for a board game. It's a twist on an already established working idea, of course, yes. It's a pen and paper role-playing game, only the players are connected with radio computers. Hold on, have we met before? I don't think so. Yeah, and second thought, it couldn't have been you. Your idea reminds me of a group of young men. But why do you bend light? Are you that rich? You bend physics against each other? We've already read this story. Lost all our money. High art types never deliver. Only good for peddling Welkins or whatever creeps they come up with. Where are they now? Nobody knows for sure. Try to salvage this project. Nope, only dust remained. Thanks for the advice. Bankruptcy sequence thought. Ooh, that's a new one. What do we got here? Business loves silence, the second loudest sound in the world, eclipsed only by the collective screams of market crash victims. So let me whisper to you. Do you feel the veil of the sun god slipping? Are there better days gone? Are we entering bankruptcy? Is the company going to go down and leave you in the gutter with the rest of the dredges delivering parcels for soup money? I like this. I like this a lot. Anyways. Why are you in this container? Traveling! It's a great way to get around. It's fun, it's safe. Gives me lots of time to think. But where are we exactly? We're in Ravishol. Same, I can't get out and explore myself. One of the downsides of being an extremely high net worth individual is that mobs of low net worth individuals are constantly banding together to ask for money. So you travel from place to place via shipping container. Smart, no? It also provides a means to hide from all the targeted advertising extremely high net worth individuals are constantly subjected to. Luxury yachts, pale-proof outerwear, and so on. It just gets a bit middle class after a while, a bit bourgeois. Yeah, it does sound pretty tiresome. Don't get me wrong, they're nice things. Alright, this guy's exhausting. Is he gonna be in there if I come back? These things I need to know. Because there's some weird stuff in this game that I just... Oh, it's conclusively locked now. Okay, cool. That was the weirdest interaction I've had yet. We're definitely unlocking this, by the way. Yep. And then we're internalizing bankruptcy sequence because it sounds great. And that's it, right? Yep. Cool. Oh yeah, not this way. That was the weirdest thing that's been in the game so far. And we talk to our brain regularly. Alright, Everard. We need a gun. Specifically, my gun. Which I think you have, my friend. But I digress. Let's see if we can somehow out-talk this knucklehead.
Mr. Dubois, a pleasure as always. You don't have to sit down this time, since you're already sat on that chair. Oh,
thank you. Remember the container I asked you about? Turns out there's a mega-rich light-bending guy inside. Mega-rich light-bending guy? Oh my god, how did that get in there? He's so rich he could get in anywhere. Damn it to hell, Harry. I specifically told my guys to check all the containers for mega-rich light-bending guys. You know, some of him may have been a figment of my imagination. Honestly, Harry, we might be moving all kinds of suspicious things through this harbor, but I won't be caught transporting the light-bending mega-rich. I have a reputation to protect. I have a reputation to protect. All three of them. Interesting. Talk about the local drug trade. Ah, yes, your side investigation. Thank you. You have some spirit clearing up phony drug accusations alongside this murder. I'll talk to the mayor and see if I can get you the key to the city, Harry. Now let's talk real business. Revachol doesn't have a mayor. Alright, lost gun. Anything on it? What's this open door again? I get the feeling you've probably already accidentally unlocked that door. I don't know. If this gets me my gun, I'd feel far more comfortable. We've got a really good reaction speed after all. Dealing with whatever nonsense the endgame's gonna toss at us. What do I know? That's the thing that's bugging me the most. We didn't really get anything out of Everett, though. We didn't really get enough of a... What kind of meow was that? Sounded like you're a diseased cow. Are you a diseased cow? No, you did not take any happiness in me calling you that, did you? Anyways.
Hola, wandering man.
Key to a
How
door.
can I help you?
I don't know. Belonged to a weasel. Oh, say no more. I got you. Got that key right here. Let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. I'm not really doing this for political reasons. Oh, so then none of the above type, are you? I get it, I get it. I like to keep my distance too. Thanks. Basement door behind the greenhouse. Anything else I should know? No, I don't really know. I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Wait, why do you know about the Hardy Boys? Those Arnies, they're an independent militant group. A bit too high-strung when it comes with responsibility. Sort of like you. Okay, fair enough. Well, continue to finish some things. To get behind the greenhouse, though, how's that gonna work? I think we gotta go this way. It wasn't there, it was here. Yep, okay. Someone's washing dishes in here. Doors brave the elements for decades. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from cedar. Alright, press your ear against the door. Someone's in there. These are too late. Nothing more to do here. Better report back to Everett. No, let's unlock it. The tenant's key is in the lock. Alright, let's just leave. Weird. So very suspicious. I thought we'd be able to pass like a stealth check or something to just open it and then vanish into thin air, but no dice. Yeah, there's some almost mystical stuff going on, but we can never really tell because he's a very unreliable narrator. Because he's still so gosh darn hungover. It's ridiculous. So was that light bending guy really there? Nobody knows. He may have given my myself money. Wonder if that guy wouldn't have been there if we had taken the job earlier. Probably. He'll probably just get upset that we weren't able to do it. And that'll be it. But if there's a chance that my gun is in his bulging belly somewhere, he's just holding on to it, I'll take that chance. Because right now I'm not armed with anything that could be remotely considered a weapon. My multi-tool looks really neat, but probably can't do too much damage with a gigantic screwdriver. Alright, about the weasel.
Mr. Dubois, a pleasure as always. You don't have to sit down this time, since you're already sat on that chair.
Yeah. Fucking weasel. Now let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out who killed who and why. Real police work is going to start happening now. I promise you, Harry. This is going to be good. Harry, this strike is the culmination of many, many mistakes made by the Wild Pines group. They tried to shut that strike down by sending in armed mercenaries. A security contract. Can you imagine that? Workers standing in peaceful protest, united in the spirit of fellowship. He performs a motion as if spraying bullets from a machine gun. I'm talking beasts, hardened killers from proxy wars. And Yisit, Semenine, Sarah Mariza, you name it, they've done it. Everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Remishol into a third world slum. Wait, they moved the container? You don't even... Yeah, I'm an old man, Harry. My legs aren't what they used to be. They left my office with a big crane. It's actually very fun. You should try it. Enough about me and my fun container. The killers the company hired. I think there were 3 of them. All hardened commando types. One of them got downright suicidal. Yep, that's the one that's hanging. Dock workers. Who exactly did the pushing? Militant wing inside the Union. A group of those people whose duties don't involve manual labor, peacekeeping the neighborhood. That sounds like organized crime. Oh, they're like you guys. Idealistic people who want to make sure bad things don't happen. And if they already have, well, punishment must follow. Again, this is just organized crime. Yes, Titus Hardy, leader. The boss, socialist democratic fervor drove us to take it upon ourselves to kill this beast that was burdening this land. He probably worded it differently, but that was the idea. Sure sounded like to me like he killed him. Gave him 2 weeks paid leave and told him to lay low to avoid retaliation. He doesn't want to counter with a narrative that exonerates the Union, but why? Nah. I do kind of want to know about the lawyer girl a little bit more. Okay, nothing there. Don't want to tell him about the bullet. Good talk. I want to tell you what I'd really wanted to achieve with a strike. Well, Abnary, I wanted you to feel like Middenberg. And of course, I also wanted you to find your gun. Greatness sadness comes over him. It's like I can't completely trust you yet. Yes, Harry, it's like I can't fully trust you if you're not a man of the left. I want to, but I just can't. I do what my heart tells me to. I'm a moralist. What does your heart tell you about your lost gun, Harry? Does it tell you to forget about it? I think it wants to be found. I think it's lonely and cold. I think it wants to be found. I have a proposal for you. Nothing illegal or unethical of you. What are the signatures for? A modern youth center will be righteous. What will happen to the current occupants? Are you 100% sure? You would never let anything bad happen? Of course, of course. What do you think of this, Kim? Depends. I don't think what we got from Mr. Clare was very useful. Yeah, I'll do the task, but I'm not actually going to do the task. Oh, boy. Let's lie about it. No, you didn't. I know the mailman here. I know everyone... Oh, my God. Okay, so that's just useless. We're done. No, we're ending this. I don't feel good getting jerked around like this. After all, we are a superstar. And shipping container office is definitely not very artistic. It's artistically deficient, even. It's no good. Who needs a gun? I'm sure we'll be fine and will not be shot by the person that definitely shot a guy point blank in the throat / brainstem. I'm sure that will not happen to us. We'll be fine. My brain's already very damaged from the heavy drug use. So, worst case scenario, what's a little more brain damage between friends? Not much. Anyways. Fine, we're doing it. We're gonna find her. We're gonna find Ruby. We're gonna crack this case wide open. I hope. Oh, and trying to figure out the church weird-ish problem. With the -10 gone, I think we should be able to do it. It seemed like since I didn't get the lowdown on reality, even though we've kind of pieced it together from everyone else we've talked to, we need to finish that Joyce little side quest first. And so we did, and now we're here. Our reality lowdown has been completed. Those first few chords sounded like a horrific. It sounded like a horror film was happening. Nope. Thank goodness. I was like, am I about to stumble across something that I definitely don't want to see? Very possible. On the plus side, I've made this church bumpin'. And that's pretty neat. Alright, let's see if that -10 is gone. If so, we'll put on all of our logical clothing. And work on it from there.
What is it?
3%. No, it's still negative 10, which makes it, like, impossible. That's a no, it's a white check. I mean, if it's a white check, let's do this for now. Logic, 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 logic. I don't know what this is. It's a neck thing? No, it's a hat. +2 logic, -1 perception. Okay, that's fine. Okay, anything else? Conceptualization. Alright. Look how logical we are. Still 3%. Well, fine, whatever. Oh, we rolled double sixes! Wait, how? These thoughts formed in you somewhere in a long-forgotten discussion behind a kitchen table in the evening light. Suna, it is the origin point of the Pale. Swallow, it's how it starts. It's baby Pale. But the Pale isn't here. We're thousands of kilometers from the edge. No, we are 20 meters from the very edge. Pale is only an effect, a transition between the world and that. Then what is that? It's nothing. No, it's less than nothing. No, it's less than nothing. The final rest state for reality. Imagine if all this never was. And Pale is simply a gradient. Gradients. It really hasn't started yet. We're here and the Pale's not. One day when it's larger, it will be. I understand. A theory of the Pale where instead of an outer ocean, it metastasizes like a cancer or a mold, erupting in points inside the world. This is one of those places. Remember this, how long until it starts swallowing? It's already started. Starting to sound. And information. Consider why it's formed in church. Also, when or how it might start growing. Or if it has other effects. Wait, how do you know this? I'm not doubting you. I'm simply curious. As how a detective of the RCM knows how to think this. All the failed businesses in that doomed commercial area. There's something wrong here with all the failed businesses and ideologies. It's better they don't know. One day, all the world will be like that 2mm hole. I'm gonna leave that out, but the rest, some of this I can start to explain this to the rest of the team. Maybe you'll sound mad, but... One more thing. Maybe a club for hypnotic music isn't the worst thing you can wreck around this particular point in space? This club is the only thing keeping this place and the rest of reality together. I wouldn't go so far as to... I don't know if we're ever going to touch that thought, but... This seems interesting, too. Can we stop this and then internalize... That seems more interesting. Cleaning out the rooms. There's a pattern emerging. I don't know if this game's about to get really trippy, or if we were just an amateur philosopher half the time. But the man who bends light around his being is definitely leaning towards the weird. Well, anyways, let's light the fuse. Oh, hey, that's where that was. Okay, cool. Makes sense. This is gonna be something. Yeah, let's take off our hat and glasses. Keep our stats well-rounded for any checks that come up that I can't touch. What am I get? Postcard, postcard, postcard. What do I get here? Inspect. Can I forge this? Let's try to find a loophole in the deal. There's no loophole. Simple truth is current residents are going to lose their street access, and for the next 12 to 40 months, their lives will be dominated by constant construction noise. What are the ramifications of this? They'll sell their property for cheap and move out. Can we do something about this? Everett's people could be watching you here. Where? 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 How are they following me into this building? Tell me. Tell me. How? I'm schmeckeldorfed. I'm perplexed and bamboozled. Where are they watching me from? In this abandoned building? Is it because they already know where Ruby is? Because he didn't seem to really be ahead. Ruby the Instigator. Suddenly your entire body is paralyzed. Aggressive white noise fills your skull. Strange pain like you've never felt before. Strange, through the static, you hear a woman's voice. It's like 1,000 radio stations being blasted in your head all at once, but her words are the only ones you can make out.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it worse. Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance. But here we are.
The voice coming through the whirlwind of pain is not malicious. She doesn't want to hurt you, but she has to. Doesn't wish to hurt you. Not according to your ear canals. Wait, no. Not even the ear canals. It's going directly into your neural pathways. Okay, well then that doesn't even help. Well, don't cover them. That's an awful decision. Why would you not want to shield yourself from it? I'd like to know what's going on.
Pale latitude compressor. You and your partner have been caught in its field.
More talk about the pale already. The U-land frequency.
Saw my equations? You've been sniffing through my lorry, right? I expected as much. Well, I am a bit surprised you knew what you were looking at. A pale latitude compressor is used to sort of make the pale more manageable. With a lot of these, you can force a radio signal grid on the pale, literally crunch the distance across it. Signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed to buoys. Not a fun job manning those stations. All alone out there in pale. People lose their minds in just a few years.
So, what we are experiencing is a concentration of radio waves.
Yeah, but what's this pale again?
Precisely. This is an industrial strength paraboloid. It's meant for forcing dimensions on something that doesn't have them. Needless to say, the frequencies used are out of this world. At the upper limit is the large prime number generator station. It's used specifically for pale latitude compression. That's why you might be hearing some numbers. But you might also hear, or think you're hearing, local radio chatter.
She's been holed up in here for a while with no one to talk to. Keep her talking, you might just get an opportunity to break loose. No, I need to know about the pale.
Pale? It's the end of the world.
That's what we've talked about too. So are we getting like supernatural all of a sudden? Have you experienced this for yourself?
I stuck my head in there before using it on you. Seemed like the ethical thing to do. Can't say that I enjoyed it. The field was weaker, but I can imagine what you're going through.
How do you get your hands
I
on
built
this
it
thing?
myself.
She nods towards her torture device. She's proud of it too, as she ought to. This is way
That's
beyond her
illegal.
abilities.
I'm guessing it's patented. But we are beyond that, aren't we?
Oh yeah, way beyond.
Stay like this
No.
forever?
Once I shut down the compressor, the pain will end. It may take a few minutes for you to steady yourself, though. It's a bit like walking out of a very confusing dream.
This is all great, but let's talk about the man who was killed.
Yeah, let's not talk about that shit. You were hunting me and fell into my trap instead. That's all there is to say about it.
So she thinks of you as hunters, not cops, and of herself merely as prey.
If you've got something really important to say, you can do it through the white noise.
Damn this.
God damn it. Fine. If you really want to talk, I can dial it down. I've also got a gun, by the way.
Two-barreled front loader. Not like the murder weapon. Okay, good to know. Doesn't feel much better, but you can form sentences now. Thinking doesn't seem to hurt as much. Keep her talking and you'll get through this. Ooh, that is a rough... That red check's probably terrible. How'd you know we were coming? Heard you in the passages. I have been preparing for quite a while. Hiding bullets under floorboards. So you found my shack, huh? Not surprised. Why hide the bullet, though? This could have turned out pretty bad for me if you hadn't walked right into 25 bands of ultra-high frequencies. Bullet was an emergency exit. Shoot, Laylee. But I didn't do it. I only helped stage the lynching. I doubt that makes much of a difference to you. You ratted me out, by the way. Was it Titus? No, you wouldn't have broken first. No, it was right. It was Klaus. Oh. You could have known I was on the coast. How did you find me? The first guess wasn't entirely off. Oh, fuck. Those guys liked me. I know it. This is what happens to people whom people like. How the fuck did the rest of you get by? Wait, wasn't it you who called me the human can opener? I did, didn't I? Now you've come for me. Fuck them all the same. Dude, by asking questions, I have some for you. Like what? I already told you I didn't do it. Strong moral compass. She still wants the opportunity to make a case for herself. Alright, well, you're running drugs. Maybe twist the knife? Just in case. Make her more desperate. Okay. Yeah, made him talk. Yeah, that figures. What now? You're gonna arrest me for drug trafficking? No, but you had a financial incentive to kill the merc. Man, let's get away from all that murderous shit that I left Jamrock for the Union. She deliberately avoided naming the mob she worked for. You might be able to find this out later. Are you sure? Because I feel like my brain's about to explode. I got lucky being a dispatcher. Never had to do any of the really dirty work myself. This gun has only been used for self-defense against serious scum. Yeah, you're threatening us right now with it. Based on what I've heard about you, you are serious scum. Okay. Well, do you have an alibi? Yeah. Yeah, they said you were about 10 minutes they couldn't account for. That wouldn't have even been enough time. No one takes a 15-minute leak. Fuck you, man. I must all stop by the bar. Alright, fine, whatever. Say that he was a likable person. I didn't like him. Hardened mercenaries aren't particularly likable types. Alright, fine, fine. Do you collect guns? No, too practical. Break too often. Not practical, break too often. Alright. Fine. Let's take a step back. Yeah? Where? More questions before you do anything. Okay. Keep on doing it. We're at a 72 now. That's good. Who killed the merc if it wasn't you? How should I know? As I keep saying, he already had a bullet in his head when I got to him, and there hadn't been any useful gossip over the radio. Rings around her eyes, tired voice. She's been staying up late listening in on conversations crisscrossing Martinet. Been following the case? Who hasn't? You know, I can still see him there. In her room, lying on his side. He was still warm. The bluish light coming through the window made him look as though he'd been dead a good long while. Well, what happened Sunday night then? Tell me your version. Alright, don't kill yourself over it. I was shooting the sit with Hardy and the boys over a few beers, like always. Then Klaus comes in, all pale and shuddering. Sits down with a drink, trying to steady her nerves. So I grab a seat next to her. Does she also seem high to you? Oh yeah, super high. Didn't think much of it at first, though. I'd seen her party hard before. What'd she say? Asked me to come upstairs. She's lying on the bedroom floor dead. Yeah, it's pretty weird he came up with this plan right on the spot, though. What? No. Faking the lynching was her idea. Yeah, in cold blood. It really surprised me how quickly she was able to get a hold of herself once we got up there. It's like she was another person. Party girl was gone. She asked me to help him drag to the shower so he could wind the... Oh, no. It was her all along, then. Dressed him up while we went to get the Hardy Boys. That's bad that she'd be so calm. Yeah, I wasn't sure whether to admire her or be disturbed. I think she killed Laylee herself. Potentially bring attention to herself? No. Besides, the shot was made from a distance. Fine. That's fair. Unless she hired the guy. Oh mentioning hearing shots. Shot didn't come from the roof then. So then it came from the islands, which I wasn't able to investigate yet. Even if this is true, weren't you worried this lynching might lead to war? Thought crossed my mind, but mercenaries S is going to have repercussions either way. If you didn't kill him, why hide? I saw you roll into town. I wasn't about to stick around for questioning by it. This cop. La puta madre, agent. Everyone says you're his peon, his human can opener. Through the sudden sharp pain in your head, you hear the lieutenant mumble something to himself. Fucking hell, and why me? You hear through the white noise. Especially bad suddenly. Felt like a brain exploded. Who's everyone? How do you know this? Everyone in Jamrock, the cops, criminals? Why do you think I'm holed up in here with a goddamn death ray waiting for you? She knows that about you. She must know your real name, too. Alright, what's my name, then? Harry Dubois. One corrupt motherfucker with a disco pants and a funny tie. Agent to La Puta Madre. All this just means you're effective. Criminals know you and are scared of you. So who is La Puta Madre? No, that was a real question. Yeah, sure. She doesn't believe you. Why'd y'all do this, anyways? Bend to my lore. You think that my biggest player in Jamrock appreciates competition? Now I have Harry Can Opener on my lair. Fucking Titus. Still not going to change her mind that easily. She still perceives you as a threat. Wait, one thing. Possibly small. She said you rolled into town. Was that you singular or plural? She might know something. Wait, my death squad? Who was in this squad? Wasn't this scrawny dude. You had two guys and a lady. The guys look pretty buff. Lady wasn't bad either. What else can you tell me? One of the guys seemed chipper, a blonde. Other had a brooding something or other about him. And the woman was the only one in uniform. All were carrying. That sound about right? No idea who those people are, literally. Satellite Officer Vicmar looks out the window grimly, then puts his copy down, turns to Patrol Officer Mano. You either take a room here for the whirling or go home for today. Let's go home, Gene. Nothing's gonna happen today. Okay. So I know them. They're in Martinet. That was the two of them. But why didn't they... They didn't talk about it because Kim was there. And they can't talk because we were corrupt. I was a corrupt mobster. What about the bunker next door? Bunker. Communist hideout back there. I don't know anything about that. No one's been around since I set up camp. Oh my god. So much health. Keep calm. Breathe in. After the pain recedes, it's a little clearer. Momentary window of clarity. Can I save? Nope. Alright, we're doing it. 83%! And we just failed. Really? Wow. The violent white... We rolled double. Oh my gosh. Let's just squirm in pain, I guess. Oh boy, we healed morale. No, I can't do this. No, we gotta load up. Is today the 19th? No, today's the 21st. How did we never autosave? Well, fine, whatever. Wait, no, because we can just load up. Oh, whatever. You know what? Fine. Can't take it anymore. Just go. No. That bugs me too much. That was bad. No, we're loading this up. We're just gonna go right there. Don't care about anything else. I care not. We're loading it back up. I am saddened greatly. We're going right there. That just, no. It feels bad. I don't like it. I need the lore. I need it bad. If that requires me to retry, I should have saved right before when they said, this is a big deal. But I figured I had a little time. But no, we got immediately ambushed. It was a bad time. We're not getting our gun. Everything else is whatever. We're, oh, we need to get our savoir-faire up. Fine, whatever. Let's check out this then. I'm sure it's important, if not as cool. Closer, look in. Can we get in the felt building through this pipe? It's right here. Maintenance store. What's in there? What else? Trying to pull the door apart. Okay, well, in that case, let's use our multi-tool. See what that does for us. No, that didn't work. Yikes. Physical instrument, physical instrument. Is that just... I only have one that's physical instrument, right? It's just this, basically. Meh. No, let's just get our I don't know. I couldn't... We got like an 83% chance, and that... No. It feels bad. It feels wrong. We've had some absolute nonsense go against us in this game. And it's fine. But that one, no. We put, like, everything into that. Let's just do this and this. Say nothing. Still say nothing. Say nothing. Say something. Say... Yep. So hardcore. It is. It does that. Alright, we leveled up. Did that. Can you route that through there? Point to it. We've already done all this. Skipping through things. Okay. Boop, boop. Do this and that and this and that and this and that.
Yes, what is it?
Okay, we're gonna go through the pail here. Let's do this. Waiting for the beat to drop. Born ready, 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 ready. Not stoically. Alright, let's go. Let's break the world again. Yep. Clear through this as we've done before. Alright, and there we go. We have unplugged it, too hardcore. We have no idea what it was. Okay, conclude. There's plus 70. Done that before. Let's try that. It didn't work. Shocker. That's what we get for relying on double sixes. That's okay. Alright, where's my savoir-faire? Not those shoes. There we go. And we'll level up savoir-faire and close that. Call it good. Alright, that should do it. And then we'll save, like, non-numbskulls. And everything will be okie dokie. Let's also equip ourselves a this. Maybe we'll actually get some answers out of her for once. That would be nice. We had to waste so many of our health. potions of sorts. Okay. This should do it. These -1 severed from. No, they're composure. Don't need composure. 83%. Okay. Past that. Life's good. Do it. Bam. We have teleported. And now we're going down. Oh. Grab the postcard and go. Actually, one sec. Let's place that with a. Don't think we need a bag for collecting bottles right now. More important things currently. And we're gonna have to speed through all this dialogue again. Hi, Chell. Do that. Push the doors open. With my mind, apparently. Yeah, not running. Great way to do that. Don't care, though. We weren't running the first time. We're gonna get caught in the trap no matter what. Boot prints on the sand. Buzzing sound is louder. Should be a... Yep, there. What's in here exactly? Dun-dun. 5 more experience. Got that. Yeah, if it didn't come from there, there's only one other spot, and it's the islands. Which makes sense if no one's heard the gunshot, unless there's silencers here. Alright, let's just save here. Like a non-dummy. I really wish they would have slipped in an autosave. Would have been nice. But that's my own fault, and honestly, it should have been fine either way. We just didn't make it work. Because it's all the rolls. Yep. Alright.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable. Can't say it's a pleasure, officer.
Yep,
I was really hoping not
Cover
to
the
make your
ears.
acquaintance. But here we are.
Okay.
I'm using a pale latitude
Continue.
compressor. Saw my
Feel that
equation.
frequency.
The pale
Yep.
signals are
I've already done this.
At the
Yep,
upper
yep.
limit is the large
What's
tail.
this?
I built
Take
it
your
myself.
hands.
That's
Do
illegal.
Oh, yeah.
Stay like this
No.
forever.
Once I shut the...
It's
Yeah,
closer
I
yourself.
stuck my head in...
Talk about
yeah,
the man
let's
who's
not talk
killed.
about that shit.
Okay,
You've got
don't want to talk
something
about
really
it.
Then
goddamn fine. If you really want to talk, I can dial it down.
Okay.
I've also
Did
got
she
a gun,
really?
by the way.
That's your girlfriend. First guess one entirely off. Can opener. Questions. Likable person. Don't feel that. Protect the union. Okay. Alibi. 10 minutes stay unaccounted for. Gun. We've checked everything else. Threatening with us right now. Take a step back. How'd you know we were coming? Okay. Keep on going through everything here. She faked it. She didn't kill Lele either. Why are you hiding? And now we talk about the Puta Madre agent. Everyone knows you. Lost memory. She doesn't believe you. Okay, not gonna change your mind. She's in the squad. Tell me all about it. Okay, bunker next door. Just a bunker. Been there. Alright, 83% again. Oh, thank God. This time it worked. Does she just, like, not care at all? Apparently. Good to know. Did it. The compressor line is broken on its side. It's quiet in your head again. Hurts like hell, but... You okay, Kim? Oh, good officer. Be careful. Her hand trembles. Oh. Well, this is bad. What are you doing? Problem solving, she mutters. Man, put your gun down. Oh, thank God. She's truly desperate. She thinks she has no other options. You need to give her options. What options? You know. Maybe I can still talk her out of it? This is how you talk her out of it. It's the only scenario in which she lives. Please, just walk away. She stares at you, frozen. The gun's still in her mouth, eyes filled with dark intensity. Then something shifts in her. Her neck and shoulders relax and her grip on her gun loosens. You have to do this. You're not cornered. I'm letting you go. Day of miracles, she says, pulling the gun out of her mouth. Eyes still fixed on you. And she turns a gaze to the tunnel behind you. I'll take it. Oh, so I wasted all my experience for nothing, because this would have done the same thing. But, you know, she didn't kill herself, so that's good. At least we would have known. Would have done the same. I don't think she did it. Okay. Not much we can do now. Plus 3 health. Oh, they knew it was coming up here. Let's check out the tent. Plain red tent stands by it dispassionately. Looks old but well maintained. In the darkness of the tent, rolled up sleeping bag, cooking utensils, some books, and a kerosene lamp. Let's shine the flashlight on the books. Sorted soft covers, mostly pulp horror. Found a notebook, though. Pocket the worn brown leather journal. We should read this immediately. Like, right now. Okie dokie. Because when we failed, we got to know that the tribunal has, like, been finished and things are happening quickly. So hopefully we get rewarded in different ways for breaking and letting her go. But we'll see. Let's examine the cover first. Schneller. Schneller is a stationery brand from Gottwald, beloved among architects and engineers. Wow. Okay. Unwind the strap. Study the handwriting. About 2/3 of its ruled pages have been filled. Perhaps too confidently. Large cursive, someone who writes quickly and confidently. Perhaps too confidently. Many phrases and even paragraphs have been crossed out with tiny corrections. Let's flip through the pages. Mix of logistical notes, diagrams, personal reflections. All dated. Good she left in a hurry. We could learn a lot from this. What kind of logistics? Hard to tell exactly. Mostly noted down in code. Looks like contact information, quantities, directions. Could be useful information about local operations on the notes. We have a junior sergeant who's good with codes. I can give this to her after we finish this. What about the diagrams? Radio technology stuff. Okay. Anything personal? Short, wry observations of people and places. Probably a way to pass time on the road. Also, it appeared to be attempts to sort through some difficult decisions. How far do they go back? August 2nd of last year. I know my position is precarious. All I can do is make myself as useful as I can while looking for a way out. What did she write the day Lele died? Nothing on March 5th. Nothing on March 4th, March 5th, though. Well, that's bound to come back and bite me in the ass. I'm bad at this. Loyal to a fault. Except, it's another matter entirely. She's referring to betraying her previous employer. Does this suggest she did it in self-defense? What about La Puta Madre? Not mentioned at all. M is mentioned on March 9th and 15th. Okay, great. M's peon is coming to town, no doubt to investigate the lynching, but also, I feel it with my gut, to finally put a bullet in my head. While I'm napping in my lorry on a smoke break, I won't stick around just to twist my own neck by constantly looking over my shoulder. Then again, isn't that what I've been doing ever since I got the call? Did I call her personally? Why? Been holed up here for 3 days now. I'm used to being all alone. But I don't know when I'll be able to leave, or if I'll be ratted out. They will rat me out, of course. I made it a point to believe in the best of people. Believe in the best in people. But experience tells me... Did M feel truly betrayed by me? I was feeling threatened. He'd have to know if he threatened people that they take measures to protect themselves. Even I know that. Economic measures, first of all. Gotta make a living, right? You can still hear his voice in the receiver. Taste the plastic. So, if La Puta Madre was betrayed by this lady, that's why... weird. What about the most recent one? Today. Even when I leave here, if I leave here alive, what's my next move? Staging lynching is a crime, even if I'm not accused of murder on top of that. Forever on the run? Not really my idea of the open road. I was really looking forward to winning. Looks like she might have been framed. That would be a first. Or a fourth, but who's counting, he thinks. Rarely, very rarely does anyone actually get framed. Kim, really a La Puta Madre agent? She looks you straight in the eye for a moment, then sighs. No, I don't think you are. Ask someone in your precinct if you want to be sure. He truly does not believe you are. Perhaps he shouldn't be so trusting. That would explain exactly why the two people were not exactly talking to me. They weren't being explicit. If she didn't do it, maybe it's good we didn't catch her. I wouldn't go as far to say that. We have other reasons to arrest her. Not sure her life as a fugitive is going to be much better than with us. Especially she has problems with the Madre. Who killed the merc? Could have been Titus, but then again, no one heard the shot. Hardy Boy you've yet to meet to act as accomplice? Either way, we need to keep an eye on him. One thing is for certain, we have business back in the Whirlian ranks. Questions to ask? We should get to it. Okay. I'm getting real bad feelings. Real bad. Bad all the time. Like, about to be ambushed outside here. We know things are going down. But now we're not even... By failing that red check, we managed to get more information than if we didn't. Just from looking at our perspective here. Very strange. But, let's see it. Got some questions to ask a lot of folks. Titus and Claye. Mostly. And yes, we missed a little experience, but, I mean, overall, not that much. At least I don't think so. We missed doing a couple errands for Everett that ended up being useless. Yeah. I don't know if we were allowed to go to the island or if that's just going to be later or what. But things are unraveling and fast.
I'm all out of shit to give, Loincloth. Welcome to the fucking reckoning.
Alright. This is what we expected.
Put your goddamn gun down. People are gonna get hurt. We need to talk this through, alright?
Shut up! You're not gonna talk yourself out of this, Loincloth shit fuck.
This is the mercenary at the gates. His chest rises and falls under the ceramic breastplate. His fingers reach for the butt of his sidearm. Kim, what's going on here?
This is a misunderstanding. Nothing irreversible has happened yet. You can just return to your unit and forget all about it.
Wait, who's this fourth one? I don't know.
The Gift is merciful, willing to spare us if we just forget about our murdered and humiliated commander. I think we should just kill everyone caught here.
You all drunk. Come to your senses. You won't gun down 7 people in the middle of the street. This isn't a frontier town. or a jungle outpost.
Easy, Lizzie. Let me handle it. I know guys like this. I'm sure we can come to a peaceful agreement. Ain't that right, fella? Peaceful?
It sounds like the armored figure is
Nest in
weeping.
your abdominal cavity, like a little wild mouse.
Fuck, there's the third one. How did we miss something like this?
Third one. He is the most dangerous of all. Heavily armed. Well,
If this turns into a firefight, we should take him out first.
what do we do?
My plan is not to get killed, but we have to intervene. The Mercenary Tribunal.
Alright, let's... We're pretty good talkers. Let's do this.
Get lost, comedian. You cops had your chance. Now it's fucking time for some justice.
He licks his lips, waving his gun at the crowd. Losing his balance for a moment, he staggers backward. It's the only word you can make out. I can see you're drunk.
Oh yeah, welcome to the fucking party. You're probably gonna get killed too. I don't give a shit if you're cops.
No one is going to kill anyone. Let's just put the guns down and talk like civilized human
The music being a Western standoff is not helping, that's for sure. With a wordless gurgle, the killer loads his long rifle. Was it him? Long rifle would make sense. You really, really should have a gun in your hand by now, or something dangerous. This feels scary. Oh, no, it's okay. Soften them up. Trust the others to attack if it comes to that. Make them talk. Even if it comes to a fight, it's always good idea to drag it out. Get under his skin. Alright. Who's that? I didn't know you had a third guy. Rude? Rude is the killer. He probably is the literal killer, too. He doesn't talk much. Killer. We got her the rat is the killer. What do you think he does? Yeah, you think... This killing is meaningless. I mean, you're all drunk. Look at yourself. So what? Your judgment is impaired. You'll regret this. Nah, clear as day. Fucking government-ordained super soldier. Where's Claudia? She left. Wait, what are you doing here, Gart? What am I doing? My fucking establishment is under fire. Do you know how much windows cost? Yeah, her room cleaned out, of course. Didn't do it. I mean, it could have been Claye, but she's gone. There's someone who's not here now. It wasn't... I mean, I think it could have been me. I really do. If we can't remember things, I don't know. But could have been someone else. Shot from a great distance. Sniper did it. Think I'm fucking stupid, cop? What if I just shot one of your pals here right now? Why doesn't he believe me? Hardy Boys confessed to hanging him all together. Titus said, "We took him out back and hanged him." He said it loud in a public place. Listen, he was shot. He wasn't hanged. I'm lying. DePaul heard it. 8 rounds in the barrel. You're wrong. She and those men have been helping us find the shooter. I missed. Of course. I know what I heard, Cordy. They said they killed him. It was a good way to end a Sunday night. Doesn't sound good. Need to change the topic now. Or there will be another shot. Alright, fine. Alright, here we go. This is an illegal tribunal. Crown would never sanction this. Who's your commanding officer? Take your pick. Really? None of that looks like it's going to do anything but piss him off. You only have time for one argument. Choose wisely. Yeah, we're definitely gonna talk to that. No one cares illegal, but asking them what happened would be good. It always happens when you get good at your job. Name it night raids, burn villages. Same thing happened when we were called whatever the fuck it was. Probably won't be called Krenel for much longer either. Not after this shit. It's not much, but he's thinking about something else, and his hand is off the gun. This did something. Alright, let's do that. Dangerous. Ask him about him first. You don't want personal facts about his dead friend coming out of your mouth. He has to start it. Who are you, Cordy? Sergeant Major Raul Courtenaire, reporting in to bring this fucking mud hut to the ground. As he moves, interlocking pieces of his armor clicks off. It doesn't help that I'm definitely wearing, like, his dead friend's armor. A good chunk of it, but hopefully they're too drunk to notice that. Then, oh, they're brothers. Probably foster brothers. Yeah, he was fostered. Killing, maiming, and humiliating our commanding officer. You're all sentenced to death by lead. Alright. Yeah, I know that name. Sorry about your brother, Rule. This girl on the same farm got beaten to place by the same sick fuck. And then same academy, same unit, same war. No, that's more than that. Leaf compactor. Yeah, he was small, just an infant. We researched him, contacted the ICP and looked at his birth records. Fucking put Laylee in a leaf compactor, now these cunts finish the job. It's mindfuck, Cordy. They're making it up to fuck with us. Listen, you're Laylee. Everyone said good things about him. He's a talker. What do you mean talker? You've heard testimony. People say he was charismatic. Nice guy to be around. Hey, I'd like to chat up with the natives, carry leaflets. Those here would spare the lot of you. Maybe shoot one for show, but me, I'm not a big fan of public affairs. Clay monkey. And on every one of you for what you did. He likes to fire mortars at random coordinates when he gets bored. Oh my god. It's terrible. You would have commanded this fuck hell way better than I did. That didn't happen, because AC Build and Kipty the Kipped here fucking murdered him. Had him stink the village up for 2 weeks after. You fucks did nothing. Yeah. He had blue eyes, didn't he? He was blue, yeah. Someone fucked up and put a baby's eyes on a grown man. It was creepy, but I don't know. Bitches like that shit, I guess. Or, I don't know what bitches like. I just know how to mow down cloths. I will find his killer. No, that's not his killer. I know what this tactic is, Silo Sam. I'm gonna die for them, right here, today. Big talk, but that leaf compactor won't leave his mind anytime soon. It's a small thing, but it got him off center. I'm just really upset that I didn't find my lost gun. I didn't want to deal with Everard. Wild Pines rep does not approve of this. They didn't care what the company thinks. Lapse. It's a howl laughter. I'm not gonna forgive you. Now is not a good time to strike. He's looking right at your hands. Do something else. Get him distracted. Why did I not find my lost gun? Tell him anything. Tell me you have more information. Ever find out who killed your colonel? Been withholding information. Porcelain man raises his rifle and takes aim at you. His hands are steady and the long barrel of his rifle sways slowly. Oh! You leap left. A swarm of angry lead passes mere millimeters from your side. Stop shooting at me. Paul's about to take his shot, too, at Kim. Lieutenant aims, face pale. Without tremble, he quietly utters, God, please. He's aiming for the eye slot in Root's helmet. An extremely difficult shot. Who screamed? Glenn. Oh, no. You see two old cold eyes. Pistol raised, aiming at your chest, point blank. Then the man squeezes the trigger. Look him in the eye. I can't do this. He hit the shot, though. Good on you, Kim. Look of happiness. His eyes seem unnaturally bright, shining like stars. Something in the fear must distort him somehow. He is evil. In the end, here it comes. Death. I mean, I guess we can try. But it's pretty much all we've done. Just let it happen. You simply blink, then something inside your pelvis explodes. Your entire lower body is on fire and your legs can't support you. The pain is too immense to scream. It pushes the air out of your lungs. Everything goes dark, a distant blur as you recede through it. What do I see? Nothing. A persisting darkness. Dancing lights of pain, distant shadows cast by them like a hellish play. Out of it, a silhouette appears, crouching over you. Bleeding out. Live fast, die old. Yes, keep talking. Stay awake, look at me. But you can't, it's so hard. Your eyelids grow heavy and the sound's even more distant, and a cold comes over you. Kim, too, is somewhere far away, almost gone, when suddenly you sense something behind him. Are you about to shoot? Kim truly trusts you. That feels good. Kim. Behind you. Your eyes are full of fear. There's no room for hesitation. The lieutenant turns around and fires, his body falling on yours in the course of motion. You hear a roar of pain, a death scream. The sound disappears like someone pressed stop on a tape. The hulking figure is gone. So is Kim. And the whole world. This is death.
This is death. One more door, baby. One more door.
No, let me back in.
There is no fight. The fight is over. It was lost 1,000 years ago. You have laid here forever. Keep falling deeper. He's not taking it. His body is not taking it. And rotting. And being disinfected. And smelling of drugs. And feeling
There's a radio in the distance. A radio of the world. Soon we'll return to it.
Today. Soon we will get. No. It was him.
What is this?
Can't you see? He never stopped.
I mean, an old guy with a sniper rifle makes me think he did it. How am I alive? Sunrise, Parabellum. Wait, what did you say? Sunrise? It's an old revolutionary saying. Is it war today? When gates of the harbor are boarded up, streets are a little more empty. Apocalyptic violence is yet to erupt, I'm relieved to say. I think we may have held it off for now. Barely. Ouch. That's right. Ouch indeed. Ouch. It's not ouch time yet. You just got a Dramamine pill an hour ago. Wait till it wears off. It's not that bad. Neither surgical nor organ damage bad. But still under the counter bad. The room, it's clean. Mr. Gart cleaned it. It took him an entire day. How long have I been out? 2 days, in and out. What happened? What happened? We tried to take the diplomatic route and hoped they wouldn't attack first. They did. The Major gave the command. Well, the retaliation, the rifleman tried shooting you. You missed, so you dodged. I dodged. Then I shot and wounded him while Glenn took a bullet in the spine. It was meant for me. Glenn did not survive. Titus, Fat Angus, and Theo charged. Angus and Theo died before they made it to intensive care. Titus died in the hospital yesterday. Elaine and the young musician. They're all that's left. You're bleeding out by then. You warned me. I was able to disarm Courtenay before he got the jump on me. I wasn't able to kill him as I should have. Krenel took him. Stray bullet killed DePaul, though, and that's what happened. But Titus is dead. I thought we would have survived that. How many casualties? 5. Glenn, Theo, Shanky, Angus, and Titus. There's gotta be a way to do better, but that's life. That's what we did. The Major is in a private hospital across the river. Krenel claimed him from the local butcher shop where Titus died. Turns out he's insured. We won't get to him anymore, but he's not coming here either. I did some damage. I think he only smoked once a day. This is the one. That's all. It's, all things considered, that could have been worse. Oh, no, Harry, that's pretty bad. 6 people are dead. But what's done is done. The violence is cordoned off. The Hornets did not get into the beehive. The worst scenario has not materialized yet. And we're still alive, both of us. You did not expect you both to survive once you stepped between those two armies. How bad am I hurt? Reasonably bad. You were shot in the left quadriceps. Really? That's it? He was aiming for, like, my chest. What a terrible shot. Can I walk? We'll see. You won't be able to dance much, that's for sure. Should be able to live with limping around, though. Anyone from my station been to see me? No. Should have expected that. Isn't that strange? Haven't seen any, have you? I'm sure they're worried about you. That means he hasn't seen them around while you were out. They're not really worried about you. If they were, wouldn't they be here? Yeah, agreed. I don't know. You have some idea he's not going to get into it with you. So who treated me? I did. Didn't know you could do that. It's part of a detective's task chain. You can do it too. Are you hurt? Not very. I have a concussion from the Major beating me with the butt of his gun. But things would be much worse if you didn't warn me. Thank you. I did not see him coming. Stupid of me. Okay. Well, we have fucked up. Or not. I really don't know. I want to play this game again just to figure out, like, what can change. Because it feels like everything. How are you? My disco days are done. No, I feel fantastic. Let's rock. What happens now, Kim? I honestly don't know. I don't know either. We can't talk to Everett. Law Harbor's on lockdown. Joyce is left too. There's a pin somewhere in that machine that keeps Krenel from sending in a death squad. Maybe it's her? Maybe she kept her end. Either way, Ruby's gone. Claye too. We really should have arrested her, you know. Wait, you've checked? She's really... Yep, left trier. Who did it then? I don't know. I think the theory you presented was right. It better be. Everyone within the circle is either dead or gone. Honestly, I think our investigation has not produced a single credible suspect. Well, there's still a 28% possibility it came from a distance. I agree with this. What else? The flowers. They were on the roof that I didn't get. Every piece of garbage in the cactus. No, it was connected. Every piece of garbage in the city is connected to the case. Okay. He concedes, but clearly he doesn't mean it. How hard can it be to find this antique gun? It's extremely easy. There are 1,000 lying around. We found one. All completely unusable. It's precisely how easy it is to find one that makes the bullet useless. There's all these old bunkers. All of Revachol's full of them. Is it because I'm a La Puta Madre's peon? Don't be narcissistic. Half the cops in Revachol West are his peons. Even if you are, it's not a decisive factor in this case. Does make some sense. I love Kim so much. You know what I think about solving crimes? Solving crimes is super easy. Really? Because to me, it seems solving crimes is hard. You're not ready to give up, are you, Kim? No. Are you ready to limp? I'm ready. Good. Where do you want to limp? A gust of wind blows in from the bay. The duraluminium box around you vibrates imperceptibly. A familiar cold. A red thread of the roof upstairs, taut, plucked like a string by the gust. Let's check her room. Knowing what we know now, it would be interesting to play through the game again. But the biases are definitely a thing that could happen. At least it doesn't force me to limp. I remember one thing that was really bad. Let's try. Didn't work. Okay. How do I even walk into this room? There we go. Hello, Kim's room. Final Fantasy 15 had a long sequence where Ignis, the best boy, gets mostly blinded. And for like a dungeon and a half, he just has to be helped on, and he slows you down. And if you move out of range, everyone gets really upset at you, and it's so obnoxious. It's such a pain in the ass. Thanks for keeping this thing alive a little longer. It would have been easy were it not for my concussion. Both got lucky, considering the odds we faced. Alright, let's go. No, I wanna... Fine. This alarm is set for 6:50 a.m. Good God. Well, that's about what I expected a Kim room to look like. Let's figure out what's going on. And let's hold on to that level point for now. Maybe if you don't run, it'll be okay? Yeah, I'm still gonna run. Sorry. What's this? Left something on the table. Next to stacks of bills, you see a note. A few lines jotted down. Sorry, I fucked everyone over. P.S. I didn't kill him. P.P.S. Gift upstairs. She left in a hurry. Not drawing my gun yet, but I don't like gifts. Says he's not, but his hand moves instinctively towards his holster. I see. Empty. I'm hoping the gift would be in here. I knew it wasn't, but gotta check everything. 'Cause something's weird. What would the gift even be? This is weird. Red thread leads out of the room onto the roof. Oh, is that where the how do you know where the shot came from? Or did she find that herself? Thread is tied to the antenna. Okay, weird. We got another solid 3% check there. Another solid 3 physical instrument here. Fine, let's level that up, and then let's... There's only one thing, right? It's this. This gives us a little better chance. Yeah. Didn't work. That's gonna hurt again. These things happen. Okay, let's swap that out. So what am I supposed to do with that? Is that where his face was, or what? No, it's just supposed to be this. It's ballistics. You left a trajectory for us. Where does it lead? The island in the bay, which we couldn't touch. So I feel like not as much could change in this game as I think it could, but maybe I am very wrong. It requires repeat playthroughs, but right now this game is already great. Unless she thinks Perpetrator is standing on the ring antenna. How'd she know how to do this, though? She was there that night. She would have known precisely where the bullet hole was in the glass. Also looks like there may be more to her skill set than we know. This is her way of saying she's sorry. I find that hard to believe, but at this point, what difference does it make? It's also the point of origin we haven't ruled out. So, gotta go to the island. Lean is flimsy. Might as well go around Martinet looking under every rock and talking to every person, but what else is there? Let's do it. Of course I'm in. How do we get there? Net picker. She was tarring her boat. Yep, that's what we focused on. We're doing this now. Oops. Gotta go this way and then that way. Just gotta click on the right little objects. But at this point, we are definitely we are beelining the end of the game. If the island is the end of the game, I don't know how much will happen there. Is Gart here? Hi, Gart.
Oh, you're up. It's good to see you back on your feet. Did you like your room? I cleaned it for you.
Yes, thank you, Gart. It would be nice for you to wake up in a clean place after you, let's be fair, defended this establishment and its clientele from gunfire. Defended might be putting it a bit generously, though. I had a great view of you doing nothing to stop those psychopaths, then I crawled inside. Anyway. Where'd everyone go? Oh, you know, people don't tend to stick around after shootouts. About the man with the sunglasses. Don't even remember everyone. Just nods stoically. He nods back at you, even more stoically. Just two badass men nodding stoically. Make that 3. The lieutenant is nodding too, hands crossed. Let's talk to him.
Oh, it's you. Didn't think we'd see you walking anytime soon. Elaine, look, it's the cowardly cop.
Huh? What?
Our condolences for your loss.
He abandoned his own body to decomposition. At least they recognize that we helped him out. Failed. Well, okay. We should have gotten our gun. And apparently the only way to get our gun was to deal with Everett. I just felt like that was going to bite me in the butt, but we were bit in the butt. Anyways. One day I will return to your side. It smells of blood and heavy fuel oil. This was Cindy the Skull. Well, looks like she found the words for her masterpiece. Try to apply fingers. Could buy some smokes, throw it on there. Just see what happens. It would look pretty rad, but at the same time, pretty bad. Who's this goober?
Officer, care to play a game with a lonely old man? Actually, never mind. It wouldn't be the same.
So you died? What do you know about the dead man? Everything, really. I probably knew him better than... When did Renee get hit? Just a stray bullet, I guess.
Hello again, sir.
Yeah, no, we've gotta figure this out. Why won't you work, Zoom? Come on. This is the reason I need a better mouse. The zoom, the scroll button doesn't really work anymore. Scroll wheel. And that usually means a big pain in my butt. Now, I need to figure out what's been going on. And that requires me to get to this island and fast.
Officer, what happened? You're limping. Why are you limping? You look terrible.
It was pretty badass. You would have liked it.
Shooting in town, weird gunshots. Not that we don't hear gunshots all the time, but they were closer than usual.
There was an exchange of fire on Rue de Saint-Guylaine. It's nothing to be worried about, madame.
You didn't only get shot. Yeah. I dodged a second shot. I can also get not shot. I have a question for you.
Of course. Can I help you with something?
Yeah. We need to get to that island. We have a problem. It's wind still and tar just dried. 2 days of relative sunshine ahead. What's on that island? Nothing, just ruins. Used to be some kind of fortification there before the war for the communards. Anti-aircraft gun, I think. Bombed to bits in the landing. I went there myself. Always steered clear of it. Wait, then who has then? How's Benito drink there? Him and his drinking buddies. Kids go there sometimes too. I know they do on rafts. The twins. Okay. Most of it's sunken underwater. Concrete underwater. Cut your boat if you're not careful. Be sure to enter from the south side. Water's deep there. Can we borrow your boats? Promise to bring her back. No scrape in the hole. Just got it nice and yellow. And no drinking on the boat. And no joyriding either. What if I want a rock? See, that makes me not want to lend you the skiff. Boat rocking leads capsizing. That there is 100% rock-free skiff. You got that? Alright. Fine. We'll just keep trying. Can't believe it worked. And by worked, I mean not at all. Let's speak to the twins a little. Been to that island, right? Yeah. What's on there? That's, nothing. Just a seafort and some plants. You can take a raft there. It's great. And we make a fire. Gather sticks for the fire and bullets. Not real bullets, empty bullets. So shells then, right? What then? There are lights. The fire guy comes and asks to put the fire out. Your nerve-endings sting from a mention of a guy. Human beings on an island. It's cut off. Someone lives on the island. No. But then he says yes. Let's go with yes. Why is he the fire guy? Because he has to put the fire out. Why does he ask you to put the fire out? I don't know. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like people to be there. You shouldn't go. Yes. The other one adds laconically. Standing with his hands glued to his side like a little tin soldier. Doesn't want to be found. What about lights? Are there electrical lights? Yes. Interesting. What about this guy? He doesn't live there, I don't think. He does live there. He's been there twice. 2 times. Huh. Doesn't live there. He's in there sometimes. Anything else? Don't know. Who ran? He just yelled that we shouldn't be here. What about our father? Oh, father killed himself. I don't think he did kill himself. I would say he might have been killed there. Your question didn't make sense. Well, fine. Whatever. Brain. Alright. Hey, Taste. How's it going? To what do I owe the absolutely unprecedented streak of Taste in my stream? How's life? Let's roll. let's go. Excited to have Thanksgiving break off? Oh, tell me about it. How is that dining hall treating you, by the way? Oh man, I look so great. Gotta play the sad rock song. Just from my dining hall experience, I know it could be rough. There's really no rules, especially at a freshman cafeteria. You get a lot of entitled people. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It's, you really get to know people. And in my case, I know that they're terrible. People leaving their stuff everywhere, dumping the food everywhere, making messes, not telling us, complaining. You have my condolences for sure. Basically, it's a job. And nothing more than that. I would assume it's enough to get you going. And keep you from going broke. Yeah, pays the rent. Exactly. Think about applying to grad school? Is there more torture? Depends on what you're going for your master's in. Because some professions don't require it or even make it necessary. Some do. Game is so eerie. It's very much like a Fallen Urban Decay type of game. But I dig it. And from what I've seen, just so many different things could happen. I really shouldn't have gone to that shootout without a gun. It was a bad idea. It was such a bad idea. It was the worst idea I may have ever had. But I didn't want to be in the pocket of Everett. But I don't think it matters anymore. I really don't think it matters anymore. But to be fair, I did choose the option to play very sad songs as we rode slowly towards the island where the murderer is most likely. Which, by the way, we are still... we still have no way to defend ourselves at all. It's great. Let's go. A new skill point. Hooray, huzzah, and all that. What should we do now? Seems good. Yeah, no, he pops in regularly, actually. He's regular enough where I made him, like, a mod for... whatever. He is currently, he's been moving to, he's going to be in the US for a few months, so he's been kind of moving in. He was here on Monday. And, like, pretty much every day for the last few months. But yeah, he's here. I'm surprised he isn't here today, honestly. But yes. There's still... I still have some people watch. It's nice. We've retained. ICM. Insolidian Citizens Militia. Sounds a lot like RCM. It does. Why? Oh, it descended from that. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, going for a master's isn't necessarily a bad idea at all. Chelsea did. Let's just catch our breath. White star, upside down star. Ah, so communism. What's it still doing here? So it's just still full of old afterthoughts from the revolution, basically. And this is not a very large island, so I guess we're just going inside and finding whatever the heck happened. Next dedication, gonna be famous one day, still calling it now. Well, even if I'm not, and you pop in like 3 years later, I'll still be here. I'll still be hanging out, playing games. But I appreciate the faith. It lifts me up. Microgrid generator. An old cylindrical generator is nested above the ammo lift, which PhD in animal biology. Want to work at a zoo? That sounds incredible. I would do that. That sounds great. I've got a friend who's working getting his PhD in a veterinary school. So animal biology is different, but similar paths. Oh yeah, we have the fuel. We've had that fuel canister for a long time. Start it up. My incessant need to hoard paid off. Secret task complete. Where do those wires lead? Okay. Guess we'll find out by searching. Spring mattress. This linen is fresh. It's been recently washed. You can rest here if you're feeling tired. Keep watch. Alright, let's rest. We did get shot in the thigh. That does make things pain. Blanket feels cold. Entire room does. Minutes past. Half an hour maybe? Your eyelids close until you feel yourself standing up in the darkness right next to the mattress. Slowly the world begins to hatch from the blackness. It's evening. Are we having a flashback or are we just going to wake up? Because every time we go to sleep, bad things happen. No, we're just waking up. Good, 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 good. How interactive is the setting? In what ways? I find it to be super interactive because they'll always show like checks in conversations. You'll pass like random checks. Oh, he's no longer here. He's probably just keeping lookout. I hope. God, if he'd been kidnapped, that would be bad. Wait, where do I go? Wasn't I here? Ah, whatever. We'll figure it out. Yeah, so if you're in the middle of a conversation, any of these... Oh wow, we don't even have the inventory up, so something's wonky. Okay. I literally cannot see how to get outside. That's unpleasant. Where are we going? Have I broken the game? I don't know. No, it just auto-saved, which means something's happening. And the inventory is gone. Which means something is seriously wrong here. Okay. Well, whatever. This is the other side of the island. Go down to the chain. There's something there. PC games, man. This will be on PS4, I think, next year. It's definitely not, like, super intensive. It's just really creative. All your decisions pay off. Even the clothes you wear pay off. You can go down tons of different routes. I feel like I could have saved a lot of people from getting shot. That would have been nice. I can't do anything because you are not letting me access my inventory right now. So I can't enter that because I can't get my flashlight. If I had equipped my flashlight, would I have been able to do things? Oh, that's much better. Chain. Walk into the water now. You see her footprints on the water. Further. What the? Oh my god, I'm having... This is weird. Innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state turns around to face you. What's in the bag?
Just my scepter. My globe cruciger.
You bring the bad luck? Nah. Not even close.
Brush. Travel documents. The crown of immortality.
Cool.
Anyway.
Where are you going?
I'm going to Morova. To live there. In Grad. It's 1 million kilometers away, Harry. Might as well be another lifetime. Hey. I'm doing really good, actually. Both professionally and romantically. I've come to a fulfilling and peaceful period in my life.
I'm not doing very well.
I know this positive thing sounds stupid to you, Harry, but it works. We all have an obligation.
So we were definitely left by this person that's definitely not Dolores Day, because Dolores Day is like a goddess in this game.
No, Harry. No. We don't have anything to talk about anymore. Every combination of words...
Our unborn daughters.
I have to go to the aerodrome. I have to leave Robochon and you. And you have to be alone. In hell.
That's just the way it is.
It's just the way it is.
I get the feeling that you're not really Dolores Day. You're the X something. I'm getting so much closer. Say nothing. Do things you choose to say make a big difference on the outcome? Oh yeah, especially... So like this is a red check, so we pass this, life is good. If it fails, bad things occur, usually. Or funny things. Or a mix of both. It's like, it's 50-50. White check's the same thing. So we put a lot of points into suggestion, and in general, we're a very talking person. Yeah. This is just him getting closure on his failed past that he can't remember. It's not mine. Of course not. Oh, now we're getting mean. Okay. I terminated yours. Don't you remember, you poor fuck? Oh, okay. Now go ahead. Ask me more questions. Let's talk about something else. I bought you this figurine of a headless FALN rider. Oh. Okay. Talk about many times. Huh. Is that how it is now? We should just try all good things twice and then give up. Insane like what? Like cool insane? Probably not insane. What do you mean by insane? Yeah, I may know what you mean. Someone getting questions? I don't have lists, they're trees. This is another one, isn't it? We're in a tree right now. No, we're lying. An old insane man. You have to be in hell until the end of your life. Alright, well, whatever. Okay, I understand. Just being a martyr. Yes. Never see again? I don't see you, but you'll see me. How can that be? Will I see you again, then? I'm here tomorrow night. Once the stream starts happening, it keeps happening 3 times a week at least. There, it really looks like it started happening again. There's the video rental. See you tomorrow. This guy's had a rough time. A real rough time. So that was like the final straw for him, and that's why he's such a drunkard now, I would assume. He was left for just... Or maybe that's what caused that, right? How's your sleep? My sleep was deep and invigorating. Try to cover up the blood seeping out with your hands. Of course, I was just thinking maybe you've torn your stitches. Are you ready to move on? Swallow the blood and conclude. Let's comb the entire island, centimeter by centimeter. Let's continue looking around. Reading materials, they're mostly just softcore novels. Popular description of the man versus nature. Electrical engineering. Does anything stand out as unusual? Yeah, we can conceptualize that. Oh yes, under the bed there's a rather extensive collection of critical theory. That is dour, life non-affirming left-wing literature published by Small Imprints. Not exactly light reading. I have no comments on this, do you? Humanitarian sciences stands out. Not a lot of critical theory around Oriental West anymore. Your incendiary remark has failed to provoke him. But there was some in the Kamiya student room. Yes, that one student did. Little books seem inconsequential. What do you think they mean? They have some education, at least, and a certain set of interests. I see. Broken rangefinder. If he has a rangefinder, what is it? +2 empathy, -1 composure. Army surplus. Interesting. Dishes. Books again. +1 hand-eye coordination. What's this console do? Could this open the blast door? I think, yes, let's see. That one. Let's slide the radio dial. Damn. Light interior. Emergency open. Progress. But yeah, like with the amount of different stats you can have, you build your stats out here, right? And then it goes through this. Based on that, different things can happen. Or have a higher probability of happening. And you yourself can choose to do different things or not. After you. What's there? I don't know. What if we get into another fight? Don't worry, I have a gun. I don't have a gun. Extra good that I do. Fair enough. Hatches jammed shut. Ooh, what's this? Hiding some money? Hell yeah. Sure are. It's over this way. Money. More health. More health. Or no, sorry, that's morale, not health. I need more health. My morale's fine. I keep on recovering it because of my art cop background. Okay. Rubber dinghy. It's right here. Small white flowers blossom all around you, which is exactly what we're... Oh, hi there. How's it going? So this guy killed him, huh? An old man wearing tracksuit trousers leans on the frame stock of his rifle. He raises his black eyes, hooded by creased eyelids to meet yours. Unclouded by cataracts, his eyesight is sharp. Nice gun you got there.
Nice, it's a piece of shit. Gets that it's a Dragon 446.
Exotic. Must be defunct, too. No modern rifle manufacturer of that name springs to mind.
Rifle? How did you get hold of one?
It was sent to us by our brothers in the Xinyao colony. Military aid.
Stay true to him. You can still make it sing. Close the glass door.
And you opened it. How?
Fueled the generator.
Burned that console down.
How'd you know I was coming?
Rock and roll music. Playing on the water.
See, just because we decided that we needed to play a boombox, he...
Told you we shouldn't play sad FM.
It was not rock and roll, it was sad FM. It was cool.
The fascists were right about rock and roll. It is degenerate, hip gyrating mental illness.
Aren't you pleasant? I'm gonna need you to put that gun down, sir.
You're a glorified night watchman. This is a service rifle. I can only lay it down before an enemy commander of corresponding rank.
His elbows rest on the frame stock, calmly for now, but he knows he may still get it in his hands. He knows how to use the weapon. Oh boy. Kim? Aims his pistol square at the man's head.
Or you're going to blow my brains out before you question me. To hell with it. It's a walking stick anyway. It's out of bullets.
The old man lays the rifle down carelessly and looks at it lying there. He stares on, his wrinkled mouth moving without a sound. What do you say?
The future teaches you to be alone.
The present.
The present, be afraid and cold.
The future teaches you real music. It's a marching song. The Revolution. 1 of 3. How's it go? Something about shooting rabbits. I don't know. Can't remember. Doesn't matter. It's gone now. Little tremor passes through them. Let's pick up that gun. The rifle feels surprisingly light in your hand. Let's inspect it. It's in a shabby state. Like a crutch seen too much travel. Hieroglyphs are embossed on the forearm. It does use jacketed ammunition, 4.46. Stow the gun. His left arm twitches suddenly. Some kind of involuntary response? Something is slightly off with his motorics. This looked very much like the murder weapon. Can be used to get him a confession in time. Who are you? My name is Yosef Lilianovich Gross, political commissar of the 114th Anti-Aircraft Division, 4th Army of the Commune of Revachol. I'm a deserter, a partisan, and a prisoner of war. This is my termless surrender. Holdover from the ICM. Left my unit on the eve of the landing. When I returned here on May 14th, the commune had fallen. So you've been on the island for 43 years. No, I've been on other islands too. I was on Resurrection until I turned to a Spawn 18. Then I was on E48, Nameless Sound, until the sea washed over it. And I came back here. That was 22 years ago. But you've been hiding here for 43 years. That's insane. It's not how a human being should live, but I had to. I just couldn't forget. I just couldn't forget what I saw. I'm doing all this time. Hiding, fishing, and waiting. The Two police officers step out in the Whirling in Rags cafeteria. Those two officers are tracking us. Why? Always waiting. For what? For her to return. Her who? Girl-child revolution. Yeah, that is not what people are planning. I'm not a fool. I know. The military base for an uprising is eroded. The working class has betrayed mankind. The historic opportunity for a revolution has passed. It will not come back anymore. However hard I try, whatever I do. What have you done then? Said this is your termless surrender. Oh, we're the RCM. That's right, we're the good guys. Murderers. But you're already a deserter. And he's already dying. Ay, ay, ay. So you deserted your unit. Lapse of faith. It's reaction. But you were just afraid. It's the same thing. Sure, sure. When was this? 43 years ago. One second. He got upset with that. Ran, climbed a chain link fence. Okay, that's definitely enough now. He's absolutely murder. Oh yeah, no, this has gotta be the murderer. Sounds like he did this just to try to provoke a revolution. How do you conceal yourself all these years? Use a dinghy. Only went after dark. When I got to the city, I stayed underground. Bunker to bunker. We're down beyond use. So he's been there too, sleeping. Some nights, ammo scrounging on others. How about under the Feld building? He used to stay there too. Okay, so both bunkers he stayed under. Tell me another thing. Steals, okay. His health. I've been throwing up blood since winter. Probably 75. Trouble putting on weight could mean cancer. Cope mentally. I haven't. I have holes in my brain. Ears missing. Others filled with pain only. A decade of... Even more what? Inferno? Yeah, I also live in hell. At least you know it. Traders of the city turned the lights back on in the 30s after the fighting stopped. Ruins. Glittering in the dark like a fucking merry-go-round. It's disgusting. Alright, I have another serious question for you. What have you been using this gun for? I've used it for killing people. It's a gun. That's what they're for. You want a moralist euphemism? Defending your family or property? I haven't done that. I've used it to kill people. Interesting. During or after the war? Ah, of course. There is no after the war. Class war is never over. But what? This is the shit. The great serotonin jackpot. The solution. Going straight. No euphemisms. He doesn't like those. He wants to tell you. Get personal. Keeps shaking his head erratically suddenly. Brushes something out of his eye. He used the gun to shoot and kill a colonel of the security contractor Krenel. The who now? He heard you. He just wants to hear you say it again. This is dramatic flair on his part. Right choice. We're in. Do it, sire. Corpse in ceramic armor. No. Yeah. Oh yes, that one. Ugly piece of work, that boy. Did you kill him? I'm a son of a welder and officer of the commune of Revachol. I do not collaborate with murderers and pederasts of the liberal regime. Alright, exhaust him with proof. Let's get a confession. A scent of blood in the air, but what else? There's something else you can't remember. What am I forgetting? Hit yourself on the side of the head. Wait, here it comes. Goddamn Maybells. Dried Maybells on glass roof. Oh yes! There were Maybells in the glass when he got there. And Maybells on the balcony. Nothing else comes up. You see the lieutenant watch you try to stimulate thought processes by hitting yourself. Officer, a word. No, I'm almost there. Just let me have a few more punches. Almost where? Almost ready to bleed to death? Oh, come on. Word, let's go. Yeah, okay. What do you want, Kim?
I think we may have these.
Think you did it? From nothing to this in a day. This is good. Just need a confession, then maybe a solid motive later. I'm slapping myself to get ideas. I can see that, yes. I'm not judging. Try and get him to confess. How do you think the questioning is going? Good. Wants to confess. Need to pile it on. What am I missing? Ballistics. Another look. I think you should check out the posts. Okay, let's do this. Let's finish this off. This guy needs to... Oh, that's the wrong way. Where is the tower? I guess we gotta go back and check, huh? Fair enough. Let's go back and check. Check the sightlines. But I would assume he's got a pretty clear shot. And a hell of a shot, too. So not there, but possibly on the other end? I think we have enough proof as is, but it can't hurt to have more. And finding a line of sight that he killed with would be a good start. Without the fun little death here. Oh, more gas. Another artillery map, Revachol, and a mattress nest. Inspect the wall. Touch the concrete first. Look through the hole. Squall piece of the Martinet coastline opens up. Let's look on the right. On the left. And between the two, box-shaped silhouette of the whirling in rags. A small fleck of white on the snowtop of the upstairs window. Motherfucker. Yeah, I could make that shot. Totally. Good. I think we have a detective. And the sniper's last. Why didn't we come here before? Why? You don't go everywhere in a 1,000-meter radius crime scene. It's not procedure. 6 people are dead. Don't beat yourself up, officer. Not put guns in their hands or get them drunk. We'll make up for it here. I feel it. Are we doing anything else here, or is it just going to stay there? Inspect the mattress. Empty can of beans. Old man's brand of cigarettes. Yeah. Oh, what's this? Health. Health I need. Alright, let's pin this guy to the wall. We need to at this point. We had 6 people die. For what? Nobody knows. There's also that military bunker we never got into, but that's because that was a red check, and I was really worried we were going to snap our pry bar and then we'd never be able to use it again. And it's been pretty useful for most of our journey, and I really didn't want that to be the case. Really didn't. Alright, let's force a confession out of this deserter with some solid proof and evidence.
Minions of capital. What do you want?
We need to talk about you killing him. That's all I care about, right? The only thing in the world for you types. Drop blood in the saliva. Alright, pile it all on him now. Well, Maybells were behind the victim's window. Damn Maybells. All island is turning white with them. So many this year. Yeah, but they're not in Martinet at all. They blossomed on the islets before. We fertilized them with our blood. He knows her but hadn't heard the name. So he just paid her respects. Blood? Oh yeah, no, there's... It's all about it. Victim. Small tremble. Looks like a smile. Crooked smile. He wasn't quite voluntary. He's about to burst. Got the ballistics. Shot came from the island. Saw you poking around there looking for evidence. Did you like the view? You had direct visibility. There are embrasures in the concrete, specifically meant for a top follower to use. And a long-range rifle in your possession. I'm ready to die. I've done my part. He's practically admitting to it. One thing remains unclear. Rifle does not have the scope. Wow. That wasn't very nice. Not a lot of guns that use military-grade ammunition, are there? That's a real gun, not like your musketeer pistols. You look like imbeciles. Why don't you ask them to give you real weapons? Going against automatic rifles with these toy guns. Of course you got those boys killed. Saw you, watched it happen. I had a good view of the tribunal from here. It's not just empty boasting. Yeah, we saved enough. None of those people meant anything. We tried, man. Push the gun. Only the gun matters. Watch the fight. Did you like what you saw? The mayhem? It was all you're doing. Your plan. You got them killed. I don't know anything. Yeah, no. We have the murder weapon. Yeah, we have the murder weapon. Good. Feels good, doesn't it? Tying things up like this when you have the murder weapon, you have the killer. Murder. Old man does not say more. He just glances into the reeds and twitches once more. You know who he was. A coalition-trained murderer. Armored and armed. He wasn't human. The blunt end of a hammer dripping with blood. Yep. He was a killer. Also under the protection of the law. But he was also a man. Hounds get so thorough when a company-trained killer dies. I haven't seen you on this coast for 40 years. You know, maybe I should have killed one sooner. Got your attention. Now you stop beating druggies and prostitutes in your basement. Now you come to investigate. Not when they die by the hundreds. Shot him. Say shot him, not kill him. Oh, the inhumanity. One paramilitary less than Revachol. Nod. I had them in my sights, both of them, him and the whore. I was breathing with them in phase, and I pulled the trigger and flew on the air until I landed in his mouth. Didn't think I had a shot like that in me anymore. I did. Saw him kneel with their stupid mouth full of death and the stupid look on his face. Then what? Nothing. I went to sleep. Next morning there were Maybells everywhere. The world was white, or what was left of it anyway. My last spring here, I knew the fascists would come to avenge their own. And so they did. Mr. Jarros, are you aware you're confessing to murder? Yes. Lieutenant takes out his notebook slowly. Very slowly. And you were looking at them, the victim and the young woman, having sex, through the scope of your rifle that night before you shot him? Why? Because that's what they were doing? He shrugs and smacks his lips. The motive. This is where the motive is going to come from. You can coax it out of him. Lieutenant preparing the ground. I don't understand. Do you, detective? I don't understand this part. I'm always looking. Are you always looking through the scope of a rifle? I'm just trying to understand. Scope has the best magnification. And if you don't like it, click. You pull the trigger. Yes, think of it as a form of critique. We'll not stop now. Exploit it. Got him going. Connect every little piece now. Wrap it up like a gift. Start with when he first saw him. It'll give him a chance to ramble. When did you first see him? 3 weeks ago when the rich hag came in on her galley. Whore. Good strong word. I use it often myself. No. Oh, I'm apparently racist. Okay. Moving on. They moved into a deserted apartment above the roundabout, radio equipment for all to see. Reactionary radio playing, sloppy and drunk. Seen their kind during the landing. Or whites. All they know is to destroy and hurt. Got it. Alright. What did you not like when you saw the night of the murder? Okay then. Didn't like that. Splat. Looking at anything else you haven't liked? A tragic comedy. Druggies, prostitutes, and rentiers. Strange little engine seems to fire up in him again. It straightens his back. The familiar put-put-put of hatred. More specifically? Specifically, the whole city is a charnel house, stripped clean and draped in neon, but Martinet is the worst. Because of the racists. Everyone is a racist in Martinet. It's their favorite thing to do in the whole world, listening to race-themed radio shows and the ruins in their lorries. Pumped full of steroids and Radio Revachol 92. Race this and race that. Yes, the fly larva in the container. Let some nihilistic advertising yuppies erect a statue of Philippe III on the town square. Let him finish. Do not interrupt. Not since the source of ancient Paraconarassus has history produced a more inert social class than the Martinet proletariat. The rest of the Revachol at least pretends to rebuild. These people still live in ruins and tents like animals. Those boom 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 morons on the ice. Pity they didn't drown in their tent of theirs. Nod. The worst of them is that Barnett Sorkrant on her yacht, licking her lips. She's gone now. Her gun-toting porcelain men are dead. So actually, no. The worst of that old cock parading around in his uniform throwing balls all day. It's not enough that the racists and liberals are dancing their graves. The old loyal scoos still parade their ruins too. Every morning he's here. While the parasites he fought off to protect are off in Ozone or some other island they've been building their palaces on. Feeding on drugs. Say nothing. How long is this game? Let's see. We started streaming last week, Monday. We also played on Friday, so that's 7 streams, 3 hours a piece-ish. A solid 20 hours of relative meandering, I would say. Just not. Did good when we pushed him under that horse car, if only... Disco whores are too much. Hatred shuts his brain language center down. No, I need to know about disco whores. Whores is all he says. I think Mr. Clare's a farce of a social democrat. Another hideous disappointment. Unions are the real enemy, the true enemy of the proletariat, placating the masses. Lord Clare? Brains. Edgar. Yeah. Must have been sweet talked by this Edgar. They must have met him in person for such animosity to be developed. Oh, maybe the Clares asked him to kill him. Interesting. We approached them. Approach anyone I've hid. It was Edgar who came to me. How did he know you were here? He didn't just stumble in like an oaf. He figured it out. Some kids told him about a monster on the island. I told you, he has brains. Stepped right off the boat, walked down to where he came. And kept the door open for him. Thought he was a man of the left. Wouldn't rat me out. I was right about one of those things. When was this? 20 years ago. They were less fat then. What did you talk about? Edgar did the talking. Paid his respects like I were a fossil in uniform. Offered platitudes about the struggle. Flaunted his pink degree. Can let you be here? Did you kill him for the Clares? I'm not doing anything for that swine again. What'd you do before? Tried teaching him some Mazofian social economics. They didn't stick. So he didn't do the hangman. But he's implying stuff. That previous forewoman withdrawed. Yeah! Yeah. Let's keep on talking, though. It's an abomination. Say because the king is holy and his statues are indestructible, but mean it ironically. Ha, you fell in for my ironic trap. Oh, he shot that bullet hole that was in Philippe's heart that we saw. He shot that. He shot the statue. Something more noteworthy goes out in your brain. It was captured in the moment of explosion. It was a monument to the monument of Philippe III exploding. What is this madness? It's not madness. It's a monument to what you did to your program of destatuing Revachol. So you're saying it's a communist monument now? Not only. Probably left-wing too. Did always have the prettiest posters. Maybe you're right. This is how dialects work. But understand this. Art is still a bourgeois institution. Yeah, of course. Whatever you say. Alright. Yes. Built that up. Played him like a violin. Who did? Typhoon Holly was her name. Licked the rich man's hand every time he came to town. Never seen a labor leader so hot on mutual cooperation. She was also a woman, wasn't she? She was. She was real soft on the money men. She just disappeared. Called in, they say, on the eve of the battle. Ran away. Vanished like a piss stain. It's not quite it, though. Edgar had someone make that call, didn't they? Why is that? She couldn't make the call herself. Why? Because she was dead. Just say nothing. Cow caught a bullet in her right lung, fell into the canal grasping her tit and drowned. Or bled. Hard to say. It was a sloppy job, and a moving target. She was going home waddling, dressed in yellow. Drunk as she often was. The ruins were black around her, and she had a yellow leather bag under her arm. She tried to cross the canal, heading home to Grand Couronne or Betancourt, someplace like that. It was you. Make a motion like shooting a rifle. It was someone. Someone shot her. Maybe she just fell. I get these violent ideations. My memory is filled with holes. All I know is nothing changed. Union fizzles. Sogged. Nothing came of it. Nothing. If you're to testify on this, give the RCM something on Edgar. It would strike everything you've done and process you as a POW. You're in a war. You're on assignment. We can extradite you to the Semirans People's Republic. No thank you. My days are short. I will to rot away here. No moral intern cell. Will not testify to anything. Alright. But you did do it. Saw it happen and I liked it. That's all I have to say. Good to know. I'm glad. That one was going to pick at my brain for a while. We talked about this, though. We can try this. Did not work. Okay. Yeah, you're under arrest. Is what you plan to say. Before you can get past it, Lieutenant interrupts you. Officer, are we sure? We could maybe get more. Alright, fine. Let's keep talking. Oh, and Renee died too, and we didn't know. Just nod. I remember him. I remember from Minoche. Not personally. Just making model. There were tens of thousands of them. Thought we took them all out before the liberals came to the rescue. We missed one. That one. I'd like to kill him. Not yet. I'd like to look at him, strut around, place the crosshair on his medals, right on his face, just fiddle the trigger. Think about it. Let the bonbon melt in my mouth. Save the treat for later. He's a real trait for the blackest day. When I put that gun in my own mouth, I think, no, don't waste it. Put the sled in that cock Renee for the boys he's killed. And look at him throw his balls, suddenly feel... better. Even hid one bullet, so I'd always have one for him. Haven't seen him around lately. Must be down with arthritis. Hope it hurts like hell. Hope he sweats blood. Hearing it may destabilize him. Sure you've gotten everything from him? Maybe. No, that's it. Wait. Talk about this. Can't do that. Let's see. Yeah, no. Let's do this. He died of old age a week ago. Yep. Waited too long. I waited too long and now he's dead. Sorry, Mr. Drows. I understand you knew him for a long time. They're all dead. Now. Fuck it. If he really wanted to kill him so bad, he would have done it. I'm gonna spend 1,000 black days on these islands as health ailing. 1,000 chance to kill him. Blew them all. What does it matter now? He's gone. Ancient does. Cared about him though. I'm sorry. We need composure. Kind of want to see this. 1 second. So, if we need composure, let's level up composure once. Level it up. Perfect. Now we're doing all the composure we can. Composure, 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 composure. Composure, composure, composure. Oh, there's +1 composure. Composure, 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 -1 composure. Composure, composure, composure. No, just those. Okay, well that's the best we can do. Let's try this one more time and then let's arrest them.
Millions of capital. What do you
Exactly. And that's the game, basically. Strikes you about this gaunt man is not stomach pain. It's precisely what you could not see. He's surprisingly okay. Indeed, he speaks fluidly. His movements are rapid if erratic. But he's animated. It's a mystery. This animation comes at a cost too. Erratic hand gestures. Also suffers mood swings. Oh, he might have dementia. Different. How is your memory, Mr. Dross? Bounce of rage. Stomach thing too. Okay, well, we've done everything. You're under arrest. What? But you said I would be taken to... Wind picks up. The silence on the water is broken all around you. Little shivers of waves appear. The lieutenant continues like an incantation. Your wayfarer rights have been suspended. Information provided to you to the officers on the screen will be used against you by the prosecution. It will be given legal counsel within 1 week and must face court 44 days. Do you understand? Do you understand? But do you understand, sir? No, I don't want to. I have to stay here. He's sweating. Beads are forming on his forehead. Now I need perception. Wait. Oh, wow. That worked. Nice. There it is again. To your north, as it's been since it came to the coast, the reeds whisper. But in the middle of it, what? Something completely different. Sounds like a bow being very slowly drawn against the strings of a violin. Then it's gone. Drowned out by the lieutenant's voice. Do you hear that, Kim? Your skin crawls. What the fuck is that shit? It's the Enceladinian plasmid! We found it! It's gigantic! We've been searching for that the whole game! We did it. Blink. It's still there. What is that? I don't know what the hell that is. There's nothing there. Stick insect is over 3 meters tall. It looks straight at you. Feel your legs shaking under you, but you don't have a gun. I see it. Kim, can you see it? I can see it. Okay. Thank God. If he can see it, then I'm not insane. But that means it's really there. Its limbs long and slender. It was no more than 5 steps away. Oh no, not electrochemistry. Hey. That didn't work. Don't be afraid. You exist.
I have absolutely no idea.
They won't like it. No one will believe it. No.
I won't be one of those fools who didn't take it.
There's a Gravity Falls episode about that. It's great. Did that work at all? No. Terrible. Listen carefully. Approach carefully. Did not work. No, okay, it's gone. Such is life. That's what we get for not doing enough drugs, everybody. Never had a chance. There's something off the moment you approached it. Oh, the pheromone! No! What now? The Fairweather helmets. Oh, we got it. We found all the armor pieces. Too bad it's too late for the big showdown. I don't think this helmet would have helped me anyways, though. It would have looked very impressive. Still, you found it all. Now your mortal coil is completely protected. Few cops are this futuristic. At least now I am truly invincible. And a rifle scope, which we just needed. That's the end. We found the scope that he tossed away.
What is it? What do you want from me? I can't go.
How could you not see the phasmid? Between this and the broken tire, I think it's safe to leave him here when we go get help. He'll need to be medical first, I'm afraid. Found the scope. Lost it. Lost the scope, then someone made its way over here with the help of a magpie phasmid. Alright. I think we're pretty much done. I think we have managed to end the game. More or less. There's some stuff I still want to kind of discover, but... Hello. Hello. Please zoom out. Thank you. I don't even know where I'm going. I am completely lost. This has been interesting because it's been very much it's been a silly game and a serious game, and at the same time it's had some moments of just pure like weird. Like paranatural, supernatural nonsense. And that is very interesting. We did pass a 3% check, which I just wanted to do once in this game. And we did that. And we found all the armor pieces, so now I can wear this helmet and look cool as heck. Yeah. Perfect. We are the best. Turn to the mainland. We're done here. Two men and a woman stand on the concrete square. Reach the jetty and climb out of the skiff. And these are my cohorts, apparently. Now, are they my cohorts?
You've got the tide brought in.
Oh boy.
I want to call you a teapot, but I'm honestly kind of impressed. No idea where you got all that gear, but there's no doubt in my mind that some bad people are looking for it. Also, you look like a fucking idiot.
Whatever this is, it's completely unimportant compared to what you've just seen. No one else seems bothered by the armor.
They don't seem bothered by it. That's because you're a cop in an exoskeleton.
Yeah,
actually,
I am.
Are you? Are you still a cop? There's so much disco going on. It's hard to tell.
Vic, calm down.
Who are you
Hello,
people?
I'm Trent Heidelstein. I believe we've met on several occasions.
I'm your goddamn partner, Jean-Vic Mar, and this is your special task force, or what's left of it. Special consultant Trant, hi.
Hi.
We have come to scrape what's left of you off the pavement.
Lieutenant Kinki Soragi, Precinct 57. We've just come from the island. We might need your help with something later. But this is clearly a departmental matter, so I'm going to leave you to discuss it among yourselves.
It's good to meet you, Lieutenant Kitsuragi.
What is this
Harry,
about?
I want to help you. Trant,
I don't quite know what I'm doing here. I was asked to participate as an expert. I think I need to manage your expectations a little. I'm at best an enthusiast. My background is in
neurology.
something else entirely.
And that's why he was there every day. Because that makes sense. Because why was that kid there every day?
In fact,
no, Trant, it's too late. You're part of
Shit kid.
Now. What have you got to say for yourself, shit kid?
Duped again! No one who's they say they are. Yes, I'm still Lieutenant Kim. Alright, so Task Force, Major Crimes Unit. Who else is in this? Guame Bevy. Yeah, who's that? That's an interesting story, actually. It's Priest Porter who joined our team. He was really good, then he left because he lost faith in your ability to lead the unit. Other people have left too, good smart people. People who won't get back. Only me and this really patient patrol officer are still here. And Trant, because I'm forcing him to stay. Ah, Guillaume Bevy was my ex. Where have you been all this time? Oh no, my mouse is gone. Come back, mouse. Sure. Superstar Law official. Talk on the town is your Guillaume Le Mion incarnate. Nothing has changed. Yeah, nothing's ringing any bells. You have brain damage, Trant. That's where you come in. How bad is it? Well, doesn't have visible tremors. He talks without slurring. He can drive a boat. Complete retrograde amnesia. And it's displayed in our station call, our interactions with him, and I don't want to be a snitch, but mine also with him before when Harry did not seem to know who I was. It's all very interesting. My theories, but I'd first like to see Harry's first. What do you think happened to you? I drank so much I lost my memory. It has blanked out before. Yes, a couple of times. After some of the more serious benders. There's one after the 2 drunks case. So, first he dips his toes into it, prepared. Practice, then you use alcohol to get there, so to speak. What do you mean? Here's my theory. What if this is an absolutely normal reaction to the world we're living in? What if this is not a significant anomaly at all? Something to be explained approaches a defect. Look at the ruins, the neon, listen to the radio, the multitudes, people. Lived here for 40 years. As a police detective, he's like a magnetic reader on the world tape. And pushed flat against it. Hardwired to the free market. Just needed for it to end. It's absolutely meaningless. I'm glad we brought you. He's not a cretin, and he is able to do work on his previous leadership role as a line detective. I don't want to be in your unit. What now? Now nothing. We're just gonna stand here. Really? Alright, let's just stand here. Yep. Really? No. Now we discuss that. What the fuck did you do to our mortar carriage? Why is it there, Harry? Hold on. In the ocean? Yes, in the ocean. Under the sea. That was stolen by traffic hooligans. Definitely not me. Alright, you only let someone steal our 45,000 real police vehicle, and just left it there. For the record, you pressured us into getting it. It'll be cool, Jean. We'll have wheels, rapid response. Hope you're fine driving a bicycle. Don't answer that. Your badge, Harry. Show me your badge. I've got it right here. In a rush to demonstrate your badge, your eager fingers can't sustain a grip. Alright, let's catch it. I'm proficient in catching small objects. No! it lands on the ground some 2 meters away, and that somehow damages my health. I strained my elbow trying to catch the stupid thing. And your gun. Yeah, I don't have that. You can philosophize your way out of the gun? Gun. Gun. Just repeat gun for a while. Yeah, gun. The thing that I was given to you to kill people. I upgraded my gun. Yeah, I don't have that. I don't have my sidearm. I knew it. I told you didn't have it. This isn't cover celebration. It's bad. I'd say it's very bad. Please put the stolen rifle away before you kill someone. Doesn't even matter that I found my gun? You're never supposed to lose it in the first place. Not lost is your gun's natural state. Yeah, I haven't drunk at all, yeah. He's wounded. It's been a long week. He's handled an actual corpse. Yeah, handled an actual corpse. Letting her in was the right thing to do. Gave us a vital clue. Well, she was nice. I'm not even going to get into the other suspect who also escaped. Yeah, Ruby something? Or the fact that you very likely sold your gun for booze. That's peanuts. It's nothing. Humorous anecdote. Compared to the 8 people who were gunned down, the streets were literally red with blood, Harry. It was fucking mass murder. Did everything we could. We did everything we could. The company hired unvetted mercs. Lieutenant Dubois got between them and the locals. Did so at considerable risk to his person. He was shot. We stopped an execution on negotiation. Yeah, I also solved the case. It's better if I do that. So much better if he does this. 1,000,000 times better. Well, the drinking, gun losing, and also losing the badge, it's all true. But he has not been drinking on this job this week. Then there's a superstar who likes to, from time to time, allude to being a superstar law official. First I thought it was a joke, but now I'm not so sure. He says disco about 20 times a day. It's just strange, especially in light of his political views. He's a true blue moralist, a man of the center, not prone to political outbursts, which is commendable, but also at odds with the behavior. Then the motor carriage in the sea. But he's a great detective, one of the best I've seen so far. Talk to human beings and telling them everything, and he doesn't stop, and all the time I spent with him, he's not once stopped pursuing leads. He's tireless, madly driven. Except that one time when he stopped to sing karaoke, which, by the way, I have to disagree with you, was a valiant effort. He really sang his heart out. Thank you. Other than that one time, he tirelessly worked on the case, and he solved it. We have a confession, a murder weapon, and the perpetrator locked in the island right now, awaiting transport. Apprehended a revolutionary brigade who stayed hidden for 50 years ever since the revolution. Oh, and he discovered a new species. Colossal stick insect, 3 meters tall. It on the island camouflaged as reeds and unfolded from them. Did not, unfortunately, get a photo. But it was probably the Insulinian phasmid. Now, this sounds fantastic, but I'm a 4 times decorated lieutenant of the RCM. I do not make up encounters with cryptids to spice up my day. Very, very sane. As you can see, I'm a pretty okay detective. Phasmid may have contributed to his mental state in some way. Also, the Phasmid was female. Gathered items in its nest. Actually, no, this would indicate it was male. It's far from anything in my field. I think such nests are called bowers. They're for attracting mates. I still think it was female, though. Incredible. It's toughy that you don't have a photo. This would look very, very flashy in papers. Tried to, but I only got a blur. We can still work. Cop discovers new species in there. No good guy in them jest. Only after they find it. Cannot be done by fringe people. Still doing good here. Strong motive for the killer. So noteworthy. Killed the mercenary. Hoping to start a war between the company and the Union. Saw the mercenary as an enemy combatant. There's plenty for prosecutors to pick from as far as motive is concerned. Also have the ballistics from the gun and 2 officers on the scene that Mr. Dross confessed to. It's a clean win. It's way more than that. It's a perfect folding mechanism, like the Phasmid. Previous head was assassinated by our killer. Okay, that's fair. I also found a dead man. And I looked into the mystery of the doomed commercial area. It's a place where all buildings go bankrupt. Why? Well, there's a fridge we needed and a possible witness. It was okay. Alright, whatever. Want to take this hot shit back? I don't want to, but you discovered a new species and solved the murder, so I have to. Jude? Anything that ends the trial is okay with me. Agreed. Public relations potential of this is too valuable to let go. Okay, we have vehicles in the square, and perpetrator needs to be taken into custody. Let's go. What will you do, Lieutenant? Well, first I'll go back to my station, write the most detailed report anyone has ever seen. It'll have to be good to cover all this. Then I'll have a serious talk with my captain. Detective, we just stopped a small-scale war. Something is happening in Rebel Shoal. I don't know what yet. It's going to be a hard spring for the RCM. Need to get ready. Infiltrate. Investigate. Want to do that at Station 41? No, I meant investigate. Come work in Precinct 41. Work with Price? I'm flattered, but I don't know if I would fit in. Am I crazy enough? He takes stress? He doesn't know how to finish a sentence. Came as a surprise to him. Not a bad one, but he's at a loss. I recruited Kim. Okay. Am I a dirty cop working for La Puta Madre? No. Okay, then. Talks concluded. I'm ready. Good. Fuck it. Let's go. Close your eyes. Here's the dog's bark. A lone woman sits by a factory window, dreaming of meteorite strikes. He's unstable. Still looks a bad thing. Here's our man. He'll pull through. When he's done, he'll side with RCM. Understood. But no? Of course. Wonderful. Well, please just go to Jammer. The real ending was that we got Kim to be our partner. Feels good, man. Alright, that was sick. I'll probably have more thoughts on Monday, because I'm tired and it's dinner time. I need to leave. I'll have more thoughts on this game on Monday. But it's really good. Like, I'd say it's top 3 in the games we've streamed this year, or just that I've played this year. Easy peasy. And it's replayable so much compared to the rest of it. Most games don't have that replayability just built in. And like, I actually want to. Like, this weekend I might just go in and play as like a brute and see what things change. Seems like fun. See how badly I can fuck up everything. Can I soft lock the game? I don't know. But this is probably the most unique game we played this year by like a pretty big margin, and I really enjoyed it. I hope you all enjoyed it too. We'll be back on Monday. We'll be streaming Monday, Tuesday, but not Thursday because that's Thanksgiving. But as always, I try to make it up for it with random Friday streams, and we'll get a number of extra streams in December. So thank you all so much for watching. Really appreciate it, and have a good weekend.